You guys just missed it. Anthony was singing. Tiptoe through the tulips. Now that's all I'm allowed to sing there. We were getting heavy with Tiny Tim here. Good evening, everybody. I am Harry Humstone, and you know who this is. My partner in crime lately, Anthony the Bluegrass Picker. What's happening tonight?
Ooh. Everything's good here.
Everything's good. We got people in here.
You doing the garage sales tomorrow?
Yes. If
I figured.
It doesn't rain. I just missed a killer. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hopefully you're still here. You the man. Well, you the man. I got a box for the Sinsui. It's going online this week. Nice. Sinsui receiver I've been sitting on. I missed a killer lamp today. I should have bid on it. I see sometimes I just, if I see something like an hour away, I think because everything's, you know, I got to get home. I got to do this. I should have went and I didn't. By the time I knew it was something, it's gone. So what's up there, Jersey?
Hey, everybody.
On that.
I guess I should look at the chat here.
Somebody's getting a second shot. I can get the first one. I need my rabies shot, but I'm going to wait. So, yeah, tomorrow, Harry, you're late. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not too late. What is it?
Couple minutes.
Oh shoot! I am Nate. I think we missed by a couple minutes. Some people wait like 5 and 10. So I'm not too bad on that deal. I had to get an extra beer. So
yeah.
There we go. Tommy's got some stuff happening in his area. I think there was something down that way. I know Clayton, Delaware has a neighborhood wide. I might hit that.
That's usually the best.
The thing is down there is everybody lived there forever. So what do they have left to sell? It's the same stuff that didn't sell last year.
Right.
So you never know. A couple of antiques always pop up, and that's what I'm after.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
And jerseys, I thought we was like at the 50% tell, and one's supposed to pop in until later. We'll see. It all changes.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here. It's supposed to rain here too.
Abington, Paul. Is that good? He's see, there's a bunch of them from Philly that are so close, and I think Philly Joe actually lives in Philly. Philly Paul, I think Springfield, and I said this is the other Philly. This is Philly Little Paul. Not Little Paul. Philly average Paul. I think the other Paul's like 6'9". Looks like he's a big son of a gun. I think he said he's 6'6". So he's a monster. So
yeah, 3-something.
But these guys are all close to Treasure City up there in Philadelphia. Hey, how you doing, Sam? I always see good stuff in Philly, but I'm not driving in there. I'm scared, so I stay out of there. I don't want to. One wrong turn and you might be in like not a good area. So who knows?
Yeah. Sounds like Kansas City.
Keep your nose out of my area. I come down. That I'm supposed I could meet a guy tomorrow at that Miller's auction. He's got 2 typewriters, but I'm not. I don't think I want to get down there just for that. Because it's Mother's Day this weekend, you know. I don't want to hear any flack. What are you doing? You know how. No. And she's right. I thought Sunday was Mother's Day, though. So take care of your mothers, everybody. I don't have mine. God bless her soul. But don't knock Mother's Day. They are the matriarchs of the family. So, little Debbie. Right. How you doing, little Debbie? So we got there's old Anthony. Scotty. How you doing? Up from the Great White North. Hold on. How am I losing people so quick? We'll cut this in when we get about what do you think? 15 or if we get up to 15.
Yeah.
People will start telling you what we think which country has the best food in the world. And I know a lot of you guys out there and gals are all going, well, that's easy. But is it?
It was harder than I thought.
Yeah, I think what you really like. Who do you want to throw in there?
Yeah.
So
I've been to a few countries, so.
Me too. And they serve the same, well, pretty much the same as here. I haven't been to Europe. I've been to like the islands, if you want to count them as countries. I think they're U.S. suburbs, or like Jamaica and Turks and Caicos and Bahamas and all that. Hey, Jennifer, how are you tonight? Jennifer Hayes. Uh-oh. So somebody talking a lot up something. See, he's in the middle of he coaches baseball. Abington Paul does, and so he kind of like he has to stick and jab fast because he's got to get to the ball field. Yeah. So his time is very limited. And I was there where I'd drive by yard sales and I'd look at my and all the good stuff's coming out, man. And you know it is, but you got to get to the soccer fields. Been there. I've even went to yard sales where my wife texted. Is his glove in the car? Yeah, I'd have to run back home, man. Fly to the ball field to give him.
I do the same thing when I'm mowing. I'm stopping and go. Today it rained on me and I barely got it in, and I stopped at a few garage sales. It's hard not to. Out driving around.
Oh, I'm leaving, Tommy. I am leaving. Mark it down. He had last weekend he was in an auction and with a dude from Rhode Island. Leroy drove down, and so I guess he hung out with Tommy for today.
Yeah,
my time's a little more limited. Not that his isn't. It's tougher for me because if I'm out, yard selling is my favorite more than auctions because auctions you got to stand around. Yep. You might have to stand around 2 to 3 hours to get what you want coming up, and then they change the language on you because they're buddies in the audience, and he flies by real quick. I sold, and that's happened to me a couple times, and I got really pissed. What?
Yeah.
What the hell did he just say? There was a big G.I. Joe lot, man. They're little guys, and they were in the box with some jet planes and stuff, and they were definitely. I don't know what you'd call that, but
and he ended the auction quick because it was his buddy.
Yeah, quick. I didn't even know what he was saying. Bam, it was gone. I said, "Get out of here!" That was so rigged. So, oh well.
Tracy, yeah, I figured she'd want to chime in on this one.
Oh, Tracy Parks is here.
Yeah. Argue with your choices.
I'm driving, but I will argue your choices later. Well, I think my number one is pretty much a universal number one. If you don't have the country I picked as number one in your top three, then your taste buds are fried and you're on some kind of wacky ass diet. There's no doubt it. Or you're a vegan. And you're growing shit in your backyard instead. So excuse me for the cussing early on tonight, but very serious. There's a couple things you can tell by the body. I am a professional eater. So Anthony, he's more like he probably nicks and picks, but he's got workout bars right there in that corner. You can see them. I can't blend it. I can't push you out. Watch this. Watch this. Let me fade. God damn it! How do you put him big? I learned this the other. I hate this.
Scotty, the antique booth's kind of slowing down right now. I sold some 1989 Bowman though, $50. 10 packs for $50. That was a good.
Oh good shit! Day. I just went by the goddamn seller of the year, Nurse Cat. Sorry about
Flipper.
That. She's right there. Nurse Cat, glad to see you come in.
Reseller of the year, is that what you said?
We'll get a couple more people, and we will start. We will start this top. What do we? Oh, top 10, because food is
It
food's
is a little
tough one.
harder.
It is a little tougher, and I did go to the internet for a couple, but I had 7 down. I needed help for a couple, and then the last one I threw in there, I just thought, well, why can't I put them in there? There are restaurants are popping up all over and up and down the East Coast anyway.
Yeah.
So, hey, Maul, how you doing? Got Maul here. We got a lot of people. Let me get going. The dog park thing's going on.
Sniff, sniff.
Me and Tommy will meet up, and it will be a bear hug.
Yeah, I was going to show you this. I bought this one of my first good garage sales, and this lady, her husband had bought a bunch of collector's plates, and her husband had passed away, and he did the thing that most people do. He bought a bunch of them. He didn't want to sell them, so he bought a second set of them so he could sell those. But I had to keep this one. I sold all the other ones
before. The Peppers plate.
Yeah.
You had it on one of your lives, I think.
Was it?
I would have grabbed those.
I love this one. Couldn't get rid of it.
If it's got the boxes and the paperwork, the Beatles, if it's a pencil, it will sell.
It'll sell for it sells for $30 real fast.
Yeah, Beatles are just a big thing. So we're caught up. Food from a country or actually eating, and now we're talking about what country has the best food. If you ate, you would go. If you said, I'm going to Bonsuelia because they've got the best food and it's just fantastic. I just love it. So what's that right there?
That's Tool.
Yeah, they were one of your one of the album things. So
look at this one.
Do they make music still? Oh, that's John Gandy.
Yep. This is one of those I couldn't sell. It was just too cool. 1983. It's a press photo.
The ones that what would they put them in? Like the little showcase?
No, but those are cool too. But these are just like the ones they put in a big, have like 9 pictures, and they send them out to the theaters and stuff, and they'd sign them. But
yeah, Susie, this is your. You would say this is the best. That country has the best food. That's how you would say. So if it was like Cameroon, for just to throw a country out there in a small, you would say they have the 9th best food. It's not the top, it's not the bottom, it's the 9th best. You would say Cameroon. It's great food. So that's how I do it. Okay, come on. This card already. Damn it. It's not.
Every time I hear Cameroon, I always think of Trading Places.
I think of they had. I used to take them on Nintendo, the regular Nintendo, the soccer team, and and I'd knock everybody down, and I had no penalties in the game, so I could win with them. Cameroon, John Candy, Canadian.
Yeah, John Candy is awesome.
So, yeah, we're getting close to people.
How many's in the chat?
So once a couple more seconds, and we'll hit it. There was one thing I had to say. God darn it. It was just the tip of my thing on about a yard sale pickup or something. I forget what the hell it was. Oh, Mr. Goodbye. I get to pop in on him once in a while because his offers are always when I'm at work. He had those postcard books or whatever. Yeah. Holy nipples. Jesus Christmas.
I've seen it.
Won it like $1,000.
I thought of you one day because they had like bunch of old Halloween embossed ones.
Oh, he had the Halloween. Oh, first it was teddy bears. That's why I want to get these ones.
It started at like $500, and I don't blame him because there was a ton of them in there.
Shit the bed. Here it is, right here.
He finds the best stuff.
He said he bought them he got them at a flea market.
No way.
He bought 2 and he paid $500 for one. So he thought he was going to put it out there as a buy it now, and whoever came in first got it. But then he said, no, it wouldn't be fair. So he says, I'm going to start at 1,000, and bam, there's bids. This is the crap. These are all the 1908 ones and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Look at these damn things. And I had that Heinz one. A lot of crap from this area, and anything but Halloween. I don't think Halloween 1908. It'd be hard to find here, but he had stuff like that, man. I got a book of it. So.
Oh yeah, that's valuable.
Yeah, that Heinz. I got the Lusitania in here too, and that, you know what happened to that? That kind of went and kissed the bottom of the ocean. The Germans sunk it. But there's Easter one. There's all these old ones, and everything's 07 to 09. So this is what I was gonna. If you guys can see this crap, but this is a whole book of these things. I was blown away.
Where'd you get that?
That was a great grandmom's or something. So. But they're long gone. I mean, I don't think they're going to lightning strike me. And in this house, nobody collects anything. Yeah. And I don't think they have the hoarder blood in them. So it died. It's going to die with me. And they're going to be the ones that stuck with it. And they're going to call somebody up and just tell them to put the dumpster out there. And then the future Harry and Glasshouse Greg are going to jump in that dumpster and pick it all out.
Yeah, most of that stuff gets just thrown in the trash because someone else doesn't know it's worth anything.
I've seen it. I've went in houses where there's all those old pictures and he's selling them, and then everybody was taking pictures of dead people in coffins and stuff, and you find them. It's crazy. So that book went for $3,333. That stuff's went through the roof. So
that's cool.
I bet you that if I could show you that Heinz card, and I don't know where it's at in here, but I know it's way back when my father showed this to a paper collector, and he was shitting the bed back then when it was $25. He was collecting baseball cards. So this is in the mid 70s. So it was crazy because postcards weren't a big deal, and this dude had a bunch, and they were like dime a dozen. But times have changed. They're starting to pick up. That cool. Jackass Retro sits there, and that's a big thing that he does is postcards. So it's crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Bischoff always has those old ones too, old pictures and with the like metal pictures and stuff too. He knows what he's doing.
I have a book of those too.
I've learned so much just by watching his auctions.
I have a book of those from like 1880s on up to about, and it's got family and everybody's back then. A kid would die, and they would talk. Yeah. Not a lot of people died, so that's why they had a lot of big families because you could see all the little clippings. These are all relatives, so I'm kind of holding on to that stuff before I unload it. So we're at 20. So you ready?
I'm ready.
There we go. It is. Which country has the best food? And we'll explain a little bit why we think. And some people might bombard out because they'll be mad because I picked something silly, but I've got a reason behind the madness. So, like always. What do you got for number 10?
Number 10 was kind of hard. I started running out of ideas, but I put French because I like their desserts. Their desserts are awesome. And I like the French onion soups and some of that stuff. So I put French on my number 10.
France, huh? You put them down that ooh.
Yeah.
Very controversial already there. Controversial. There we go. My number 10 is Jamaica.
Ooh.
Jerk everything.
That's one I didn't have on there. That's
jerk, pork. And like I said, up and down the East Coast, there's Jamaican food places all over. So come get your Jamaican food. So that's why, you know what? They're small but mighty in my book when it comes to food, and they like their spices. So I don't know if that's a Caribbean thing, but they're one of the bigger countries in Caribbean. So they get number 10. Jamaica, number 10.
We don't have any restaurants around here for that, so I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
We got one opening in the center of town, so we'll see how that goes. Because I remember there was Jamaican pies. I wouldn't mess with them when I'm in them those the all inclusives. Because you eat one of them, you're full. So you stay away from that. Because what is it? It's hamburger inside a thing.
Right. Meat pie.
And with some spices and shit, stuff, cheese. But I want to go and eat some of the better stuff. That's just how I do it. So, did Ukraine make the list yet? No. You know what? Russia would have counted. I know the Ukrainians get pissed, but if I think Ukraine, I think Russia and stuff. But
same
yak tail and stuff like that. No, I'm not sure. So could be on the list. You don't know. So let's just hold on there. So. What's a Ukrainian dish, though, Paul? You'll have to tell us sometime. Oh, and Paul's here.
I'm guessing he's Ukrainian.
After the next one, I'll open this. This was a trophy that I won on one of his chats. I'll open it right after we go through number 9. Who do you have?
Number 9, I have Indian food. I like everything curry and spicy.
Oh, went with the Indian food. Is that like where they come out and you like sit on the floor and you get dancing and all that, or is that Moroccan?
I don't know. I'd hope so. I hope so, but no, I've never had that kind of Indian food.
I think there was a Moroccan place up in Wilmington that I went to, and that's what the belly dancers come out.
Dang, I like that.
Let's try that. But they want you to get up and belly dance and stuff too,
hey,
or do your own little thing. So you can see me jumping up after a couple beers. They'll be running out. Probably thrown out. My daughter asked me for my special jerk chicken all the time. No kidding. So Jersey Gypsy likes the jerk stuff. You know what? If I went down there again, I wouldn't be afraid to tear up their spices because I can eat a little bit more hotter stuff. Not like Sarcastic. Sit there and eat firewater.
Ghost peppers.
Whatever. He's nuts. He chews on them things like I chew on gum.
Yeah.
That's how crazy he is. Number 9 for me. You had number 9, right?
Yes.
Oh, you had
Indian
food. I got Canadian food for number 9. Canadian bacon, hey? Come on, where else you gonna get it? You got the a few of the wild things up there, and you got the Canadian bacon going, hey? So up at the house, I threw Canada in there because they're a neighbor, and when I'm at Epcot, I eat Canadian food. No, I've done
I've been to Canada once. I don't know.
Epcot, so you got to stop in there, you know?
Yeah, I actually always do. That's funny.
Let me crack this open real quick. Because we're only at 10. We're doing a 10 spot.
Yeah, we'll fly through this.
We're at 15. Let me watch this up here. I don't want to cut out any lower parts I still have to use. So.
Canadian food equals beer. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Great beer up there. The Molson, the Labatt's, the Blue Moon, who might be made by this is a nice little stinking victory win that's going to go in back there. I'm going to keep this one. And he gave me some bubble wrap too. Look at this. A 1971 official North Carolina plate. I was kind of stoked to win this. So it's straight. It's a beauty. And I thank you, Paul. I'll hang out again to win some more of your stuff. This was a wild guess too. You had to. He had Katie Reed's on. Is that right? You ever heard of her? She like reads, and she's a flipper. I'm not sure if she dates Prison for Profit or them two are connected or something. But she had her favorite video game of all time. People, I just because of my favorite, I just put Resident Evil. Bam. I was right, so I said, "Bang bang." That's the old.
That is sweet.
The victory. So, got to make you a plate and make you. Oh, a plate of his food. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, there you go. Don't call a Ukrainian Russia. I know that the Ukrainians were invaded by Russia, so, and they poisoned their premier too. That stinking Vladimir. You know, I don't blame you. That's like calling a Texan Oklahoma. They're going to beat their ass. They're not blame that goddamn sinner. I'm no sinner.
It's like Kansas, Missouri.
No, that's right. The old was that the Hat Rocks and McCoys? Were they?
No, it was the.
Well, you had the
Jayhawkers and the. Gosh, I forget what we called ourselves. Jayhawkers. Nah, shit, I don't even remember. It's too far back.
Corner store. All right, here we go. They're changing recipes, and that's good. That's why I bring everybody together. You can change recipes. You can switch. When we talk about music, you could trade albums and songs. You could sing together around the fire one day. Who knows? We seen this on Harry and Anthony because they put out a good show that night. So, what else have we done?
Worst songs.
We did the worst.
That was pretty good. We got a lot of comments on that one.
Yeah, because I did the live songs, and I've done.
We did the top. Was it top UK bands or just top bands?
Yeah, we did. No, we did the top bands. I did the UK because I had. I did a few of them before just by myself, and was desserts
That's
probably my first one, and then candy bars. I did that one too. But there's a million more things out there I was thinking of, and we ain't even scraped the ice yet. Wait till our adult '70s stars come in. I'm not doing that, you naughty people out there.
Spice.
You're not going to hear the name John Holmes on here, but tonight. So. And I just said it, so that's it. I think he blended into the '80s too. Good actor, you got to admit. So there you go. What do you got? Number 7. Oh, 8. We ate.
This will probably make you mad. This will probably be in your top 3, but Spanish or Mexican food.
Oh, really? You threw that in there? Wow. Yeah. Where do I have them on my list? Ooh, I don't know if I have them. So
really,
what is the difference between the Spanish and Mexican food?
I don't know. I just most of it comes from Spain, so I just Mexican food.
In his hands. It's a thin slice of ham. It's cured only what the Canadians know how, though, and that's why we threw them there. Canadian food beers. I'm a little bit behind, but we're all right. I have for number 8 is the United Kingdom. Come on now, bangers and mash mutton. I want some of that mutton and what else? Probably some kind of everything with potatoes over there because they only got so much that. They could grow on because they were like serfs for years over there. That's what people don't realize. Lords and dukes ran the lands, and then hey, Danielle, how you doing tonight? Danielle was on a show last night, and something happened, and I couldn't watch. Oh, art show, so I did not see the whole thing. So it's good to see that she's starting to move around in the circuit. She's well worth watching. She buys a lot of the old cool stuff like I like. So,
is British blood pudding and
yeah. Oh, that's right there. That blood. Who has the blood sausage? And I still haven't had one of those. But they got some good desserts. See, I don't mind. Their food kind of like is the first early American food too. Is like the stew. True. They just threw it all in a pot and threw some flour in there to thicken it up, and here, that's what's for dinner. They threw it out there in a pewter plate, eat it, and then you had something to wash it down with, like warm beer. And if it's winter, summer, back to warm. You didn't have ice cubes in those days, so
yeah, it was all bland food.
Stuff I like though. I like the old stuff. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, that's a magnificent tree. That sucker's heavy too. I was glad to pick that up. So,
and then you had all those extra lights too on it.
Yeah, I got plenty of lights. I've got that thing's scary to ship though. That base is like bigger than a basketball rim. It's big. So we'll see. I kind of like it. So I might hoard it.
You might keep that in for a while, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Just go up.
Yeah, they're doing good. I seen an 18-inch one for $175 on Facebook Marketplace. I said, I just got one for $60. So why am I? They wanted $75. I offered them something, and we met in between. So
yeah.
All right.
Kidney pie. Ooh.
Dreams. Hold on. What do we got? Let me catch up. A Hare, Hatfield, McCoy's. That's it. Hat Rocks and McCoy's was Flintstones. They had a version of that. So Canadian food. There's Chris Treasure. Glad to see you stop in here, Chris. I had to throw the when I'm up to Canada. I like the food, and it's pretty much the same as we have, but you do have, of course, Canadian bacon. So it's got your name, so you can claim it. What do you got?
What country started biscuits and gravy?
I bet it's European, UK, or something like that. Who knows? So what do you got? 7.
Number 7, I've got Greek food.
Greek?
Yeah, I was in Greece and having baklava and real heroes, hummus. I love all that stuff.
I got the same thing. Number 7, Greek.
Really?
Yeah. They invented a position, so they might as well present. Oh, I didn't mean that. That's on the basketball court. I know people were thinking something else. Isn't Greek like something like to do with, yeah. Don't they call it Greek, French, and something like that? Dressing, I'm talking about, of course.
Greek salad.
I have Greek too.
That's funny. We rarely have the same thing.
You called it hero or gyro or
whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, those things. We got a Mediterranean place right up in the center of town. Once in a while, I'll go up there and get the thing. They got the special squeeze out of that bottle, the dressing or whatever the hell you want to call it. They're good.
I love them.
They're warm. They're good. Not bad. I'm sure they got a few other dishes up there, but it's because of the gyro or gyro or whatever you want to call it. I threw Greece's number.
I always say it wrong. I don't know.
Anthony threw it at number 7. We got a tie. Do you agree or disagree? So there you go.
We got a couple fans.
Sarcastic here. Sarcastic, we're not picking anything that'll burn your goddamn tongue off. Mexican food got to be much closer. See, could be. Now, Anthony already threw his Mexican out the window. So he said Taco Bell, go to hell. So he had it at number 9. So we'll see if I have it. Did it even make the list? Polish, German, Irish. Well, I count the Irish as kind of like the UK. Sorry, but I do. I know they don't like each other, but it's United Kingdom, some bangers and mash and ham and cabbage, all that. It's on that stinking island. So big island, but it's on there. So. What do you got for 6?
Number 6, I have Korean food. I love going to their restaurants. Like you get to cook your own food, but I love all the like kimchi and all the different side dishes, the pickled stuff. So I like Korean food.
Korean food, number 7. We're at 6, right?
6.
Yes, we're at 6. Really, you threw the Koreans there. Number 6, I have French. You threw them at 10, didn't you?
10, yeah.
Oh, come on. The baguette alone is worth 8. They got good desserts. They got little foods. They got little foods, and that's good. Of course, Epcot.
Facts. Yeah.
Thank Epcot for that one because I always like the only time I like their music when you go, and they have a commercial now with that music playing too. I kind of like it. A woman singing. It kind of reminds me of like the victory after World War II, and they're all at the cafes and stuff, and they're having them little silly sandwiches, and that music's in the background. It's the atmosphere more than the food, but it's kind of cool. I thought so.
I guess croissants come from there. So,
there you go, croissant, and they got good desserts, I think, and all that. So,
their desserts are awesome.
Kidney pie and head cheese. I think that's all UK stuff, right?
Easy. Yeah, I think so.
You dogs get mad at you.
Carolina Reaper cheese poppers. They've been in the U.S. I'm sure they were.
That dude is, that's what he should. Sarcastic should do a live, and his first one's top 10 hot foods. He'll tell you too. This
Yep.
shit it's like throwing the flame. This is like the Hiroshima bomb, #1, the devil's toenail. So hot it'll melt your ears. So there you go. I'd die for Greek. No kidding, Seven. The Greek did
Oh yeah, quiche too. I
great.
forgot about quiche.
We got Anthony's going to get bit before the show's over. So, have you heard of potato gravy? No. I've had all different types of potatoes, but I did not have potato gravy.
Never heard of potato gravy.
What's that right there? Oh, God darn it. Oh, kapusta. Is Paul still in there? I bet you he knows that word. Kapusta. That's like cabbage. Because I said it to a Russian dude at work. Says, so what? You like cabbage? So what do you got for where are we at? 5.
5.
Whoa.
Whoa. Sorry, my puppy is a little. Peruvian food. There's a Peruvian restaurant here in town that I love. So I don't think ceviche, I think is one of the words. And they have it's like fish and pico de gallo, and I don't know. I like all their food.
Peru food, huh?
Peruvian, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever ate at a Peruvian restaurant. I don't think I have. So far as south as I went is probably Mexico for food down in Central and South America.
Right.
Mexico's still, I think, North America. So, another thing for Britain, just to throw out there, the fish and chips. Come on now.
Yeah.
Arthur Treacher's fish and chips. Come on. Restaurant that folded in the 70s, I think. So there you go. Number 5 for me. You just had 5 for Peruvian. Say Mexico. Yeah. That is a beer drinker's beer nachos dumped with ground beef and cheese and lettuce and all that and gooey and shit. You're pouring it in that damn thing. I don't want the refried beans because that kind of looks like cat food to me. So I'd say you want that, put that to the side. No
like the chimichangas.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want on tacos and burritos. A whole bunch of things. Quesadillas. I mean, isn't that all Mexican? I think it is.
It's probably American Mexican, but hey, that's. I mean,
as it kept coming. They just added maybe a flour tortilla. They threw something else in it, and let's throw a little bit. Well, definitely the nachos. I can see that getting spiced up as it keeps coming across and stuff. So
yeah,
you two look like quiche. Quiche, I'm going to say is American food. That's what I'm going to say. Native American. It's Native American. It counts as ours. So that's just the way it goes. So there you go. So here we go for top down countdown to 5 from me and Anthony. Mine started 10 at Jamaican. Number 9, Canadian, Number 8, UK, bangers and mash. 7 was the Greek, not to be confused with the dirty movies. 6 was French, not to be confused with speaking French. And number 5 was Mexican for me. So what do you got, Andy?
10 was French for me, and number 9 was Indian. 8 was Mexican. 7 was Greek, as well as Harry's. Number 6 is Korean, and 5 is Peruvian.
So we got 5 left, and I think everybody in their head's going, if that ain't on the list at the top 3, you are full of soup. So we're getting head cheese, hog head cheese. Is that American?
I don't know.
It's got to be European. I think all that cheese stuff. So
it's Greek. Saying we're all wrong about where this stuff's from. I think they're saying we're all wrong about where it's from.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Probably true. I don't know.
Look, I'm going by what Epcot has.
I think that counts.
Yeah, it does. Hey, I stopped in France at Epcot. I ate there, God darn it. I ate in Canada. And I actually been to Canada. and there's still Canadian bacon in Epcot's the same as it is in London, Ontario. So I didn't hang out in Montreal to eat. We were in Montreal. What do we get? I'll tell you later. So what's that right there? Chive?
Ceviche. It's, I think, Spanish, but they overtook Peru, so I called it Peruvian.
It was also Spanish. Oh, I know some Spanish. Quejelo suave, papi. So I got a couple words down there. That's not cussing. That was take it easy. So there you go. Raw fish cooked in acid, like lime juice, really. So, so here we go. We're down to 4.
Number 4.
3, 2, and 1. So agree about the beans. See, Jennifer Hayes says, push that stuff off to the side.
Looks like cat food.
See it on there. That's nasty. Yuck. There you go. See, Jennifer. There we go. Harry Humstone. That's all Tex-Mex. Quiche is French. There. See, Annette, you're coming on the next show to be a corrector.
Yeah.
We need a corrector.
She does more.
We put down bottom just to say, you're both wrong.
Yeah.
What do you got us for?
Number 4, I have Thai food. I love Thai food. All their soups, anything that's I don't know. I liked everything that I've ever had that's Thai.
Really? The Thai sticks? Well, that was a thing that when I was a kid and back in the 420 days.
The Humstoner days.
Deal. I mean, they'd always say, "Oh, you want a wine?" And they used to have names for the stuff. Now it's all powerful. So I got number 4. Good old USA. All right, put us on there. Come on. We destroyed
I thought about it. I was going to ask you.
We've thrown it in casseroles. We made chicken surprise. We made tuna surprise. Look, hey, some of this and some of that and some of that, and we all over the place. And we California pizza. Come on now. You got buffalo wings. Where did the hot wings come from?
Chicago.
Did that come from England? Did that come from Mexico? Did that come from Australia? I don't know, but they call it hot wings. I thought that's all American. Hot dogs. It's kind of like a messed up German tube steak, I would say. So there you go. Hamburgers, We took something from Germany that probably didn't even look like the hamburger we have, and now it's our own. So hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken strips, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I can't disagree.
I mean, we got to be on the list. It'll always be on my list. So USA for me all the way, number 4. So there you go.
That's a good one.
So you had 4. I had 4. What do you got for 3?
Number 3, I have Japanese food. I love sushi, sashimi, nigiri. Love it all. Except tofu. Don't like that.
Japanese are at Epcot, too. They got their own pavilion over there. Nat knows her food. Well,
I think the Humstoners need to go to, all of us need to go to Epcot.
Love the food. Great choice. So there we go. Somebody made a good choice out of something. That is so hood. Good. Okay, good. Okay, very good. You know what? I've been through my 2 beers, so this is food chat overtime. Let me get another one. It's right around the bend. I'll be right back before Anthony sings the first verse of Tiptoe Through the Tulips. We're at 3, right? You just said
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did 3.
All right, here we go.
I would play, but Harry doesn't want to get demonetized. I'm working on going to California. It's freaking hard.
That's why we got to have a couple live on your show. So I know that song. What was that?
Going to California.
Oh, okay. See, that didn't even sound like it. So YouTube, if you listen, that Going to California by
Has to be 7 seconds.
Long, not Robert Plant and Jimmy Page. So there you go. Number 3, he had J-Pan. Well, guess what? I had J-Pan.
No kidding.
Same thing. Absolutely. Love that pavilion. No, I'm kidding. Japanese steakhouses. Come on.
Yeah.
And their salad and whatever that stuff is they put on top. Sushi. Isn't that Japanese, or did they steal that from these?
As far as
people?
I know, I call it Japanese.
Yeah, I say Japanese sushi. Don't they bring in their own guys? Look at who can throw a thing across the table so the kid can catch it in the mouth at the where they do
Catching the chopsticks.
Yeah, come on now. Definitely Japanese.
Yeah,
what are those What are those places? Hibachi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They probably don't have them in Japan. You look for a hibachi and they're going.
Like,
You'll see them all eating noodles.
Hibachi.
What you talking about, hibachi? This ain't the United States. That's your stuff.
Steal their words and throw it on things.
We send over guys that we wouldn't hire over here because they threw a knife at somebody. So they messed up. See, she thinks I know. She thinks she knows what my number 1 is. You might. And don't. Little Debbie says 4 USA, 3 Italy, 2 Japanese, and 1. She's going for the Greek. So, Lynn, how the heck are you? Texas barbecue?
Texas barbecue.
Absolutely. We will go with barbecue one time. What's your favorite barbecued dead animal part? Definitely. There's no doubt about it. But Texas is part of the United States, and as far as I'm concerned, that counts as USA food, and it made number 4 for me.
Yeah, Texas
Anthony might not even have it on the list.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted me to, so I did.
Oh, you can put anything you want.
Yeah.
Number 1 for Carl is Indian food, and he says no contest.
No contest.
So he likes the curry. So here we go.
2 margaritas.
No kidding. Well, you were probably like 38 years old at most, and I am 58, and my bladder is that of a destroyed 58-year-old that hung out the bar in his 20s too long. So.
Mine's bad too.
Been beat up. It's been beat up rightfully.
When I bartended, I had to hold it way too long, and I think I ruined myself.
And they say doctors have problems later on because they do them 6-hour surgeries.
Yeah.
No matter what, they got a hold.
Yep.
They can't go, hey, 2 and 2. Hold that vein, please. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Where the hell's he at? It's been 7 minutes. That's crazy. So, song for Mother's Day. We will sing one later.
Smoke meat.
So we're down to the top 2.
Yep.
We've agreed on 2 hibachi so much, and it is. I like hibachi. So my kids used to whine. I remember when they were little and they do that flame thing. I remember one kid used to hide behind his mom. Mine used to not like it either, but do the fork thing and all that crap. I said, come on, get out of here. You scared of that crap? What do you got 2?
Number 2, I have German food. I was in Germany, and the Wiener Schnitzel is freaking awesome. And you can have it like so many different ways. It was so good. And the pommes frites, see, it was like their version of French fries, which were probably French, but boy, you just couldn't beat it. I had it for every meal for 2.5 weeks.
Really?
Oh, it was so good.
So it's
like pork cutlets. It's like real soft, better to the pork than we have, I think. And then they'd have it battered in, and they cook it in a skillet and butter. It was so good.
You know, the German stuff is, well, did they make my 1 too? We'll see. But they're, I've never been big. Well, I can't say. I've never been to Germany, and I skipped their pavilions.
Their beer was so good. Oh my God.
So what's Nurse Cat say here?
I don't know. Maybe it was in her pocket.
She could be cussing there. That could be cussing. Then she's doing it again. This is secret messages she's sending somewhere in the That's
talking in code.
German food is actually, I think Annette is a food person too. And food is good.
She's a connoisseur.
There's no doubt about it. So here we go with mine. Number 2. Chinese food. Come on, man. It's got to make the Chinese food, everybody. What do you want? Order Chinese food. What do you want? Order Chinese food. Come on. You take noodles or you take rice and you throw stuff on top of it. It's easy making. It's stinking good. Chicken and broccoli. Pigeon and broccoli. All that good stuff. It's always good. And you don't know what meat you're going to get. That's the best thing about Chinese food is it's always a surprise. Is it beef and broccoli? Or is that... Nah, I'm not. It's all the way number 2 on my list. So I like Chinese food. I like stinking pork fried rice. Some is really good. I like the noodles. And you get a little cookie, you bust apart, and you get to play the numbers the next day. What more could you ask for from a dessert? It's something fun. It's something good. It's cheap. It's good. It makes my number 2.
I hear
you. So we got one left. Catch up with the chat. What on number 1?
I remember looking one time at the fortune cookies, and they were made in Canada.
See that? But there's a lot of Chinese up in Canada, so they're sneaking them. They're sneaking them across the old land bridge from because Chinese are kind of like they were in that Siberian area, the Mongolian.
Very straight, yeah.
They were Asians or something because they were chasing the mammoths off the cliffs up there and stuff like that. So that's why a bunch of them were in the ice up there. That might have tasted good at one time too. So who knows?
And Dalton got a hold of Kat's phone.
Is that what that was? Yeah. He was doing that. That's funny.
She's listening, I'm sure.
Oh Lord, Dalton. He was sending me secret messages.
Talking an alien.
12-inch G.I. Joes with the fuzzy beards. We'll take care of you, Dalton. Here, hold on. I thought I'd just seen that. I didn't. So, real Chinese food or American? Well, I think you get the same stuff in Ontario as you can in Buffalo. So, because they're cousins. So, I don't know if it's real or not. I'm going by what I get at Epcot. So, number one. Yes, he did. So
number 1 for me is.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. That's that. Did you say?
Nope.
Almost. Number 1. Who in the chat? What have you guys got for number 1? That's what's interesting. I haven't seen anybody go, this has got to be it. Harry's number 1's got to be Italian. That's saying that. It could be. We're caught up to the chat.
Everybody put their number 1 in.
Yeah, put your number 1 in. Let's see what people think. Let's see what the viewing audience thinks number 1 should be. Jersey girls in with Italian.
1 for Italian. 2 for Italian.
Oh, they're popping in. See, my chat's slow tonight.
Well, I was counting the other Aqua Girl.
Hey, Philly Road Tech. Jonah Johnson. Who's that? Joanne? Is that Jonah or Joanne? What is that, Anthony?
I don't know. I've never seen her in chats.
Me neither. Well,
Workers.
How you doing? She's got Italian, or is that he? I'm not quite sure. Johnston. Nothing beats Italian. That's what Aqua Girl says Italian. So,
yeah.
How about you Canadians? What do you think of that deal? Joanne. So, hey, Joanne, glad to see you. Come in. I like to see new people pop in once in a while. Lasagna sounds good. Lasagna. Oh, well, what do you like better, Stouffer's or Red Baron Pizza? Get your real thing. So, Are you ready, Anthony?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who do you got number one?
Number one is Italian. I went to Italy, and the pizza, I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, it was unbelievable. I was in Rome, so the Italians make pizza different in every places, but they cooked it on like these wood fire grills. So it was like kind of like real good wine. You could like taste the wood in the crust. I mean, it was unbelievable. Like it was cooked over a fire pit. And gelato, oh my god, fresh gelato in Italy is absolutely amazing.
Like meatballs, that's cool.
And the wine was just fantastic. This one place had black truffles. It was just everything. I mean, every meal was. I mean, you didn't even care about anything else. You just wanted to eat.
Yeah, it could be. Who? It's a tough one for me on number one. It really was. And should I have Italian food? Oh, and that's real Italian, boys. Time out. I got the old Miller Lite gas happening here. Getting the aroma of my number one.
Build up.
Number one's easy. I mean, number one is here for me. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And the other ones start going like this. Come on, Italy. It has to be Italian. It's Italian. If I knew how to sing an Italian song for you, I would do it. They make good mob movies too, but no, Italian. Jesus, come on! You got the lasagnas, the pizza, the everything, meatballs, and it's just good food. It is, and I think most people even. I just snuck in. I knew I put the first one I did was number one. I went Italian. And then I started thinking of what, and I even peaked later after I had 7 and Italians on everybody's. It's just the top food. Can't help it. There's some I didn't miss anything according to me in my wacky world. Indian food, I just don't like it. I
probably would have taken French off and put USA, but I just didn't know.
I like the French stuff. The French thing is the music and the stink and the atmosphere, and it's just they got some good stuff. And I know they got a lot of good little desserts and all that crap.
Yeah, their desserts are awesome. I like their soups.
Are you a Persian? So
I wonder what Tracy thinks.
I knew it, Harry. Yeah, well, Tracy's plate. She
probably thinks we're stupid.
I wonder. Well, that's okay. She probably does. I don't care. I am. So what the hell? But the big thing is barbecue. I think that's part American. That's got to be an American thing too. It has to be.
Korean too. I think Korean barbecue is kind of big.
They come up, but Americans come up with all these. I mean, even in Delaware, we used to have these big things where all these guys would show up in the trailers and they do barbecue things. And barbecue's something we could do in the future too. Is the best. What's the best thing? Like I said, best dead animal flesh. You can barbecue, and you can barbecue other things too.
Texas barbecue is the best I've ever had. I've never been to North Carolina's, but Texas, because it didn't need sauce, and it's just so good.
When I was down at Charleston, there was barbecues all down there, and it was good stuff. So it was good stuff. So
I think the boys
hit. What I thought. So
was it Tim and Cernock and OBX and Kevin Commonwealth Picker went to barbecue in Virginia, and they said it was really good.
There's a lot of good ones out there, but I want that. If I do the barbecue stuff, I want the ribs and I want that stuff falling. Yes. You get ready to take it and it just plops on you and you still can take it off your shirt. You might as well wear a bib if you're me and you still eat it right off of what fell on.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Ribs and brisket.
Yep, brisket's good and all that. Soups, that's a good one too. Soups. But I'll take the American thing. I think we can claim a lot because where did lobster start getting torn to pieces? Up in Maine? Or was that a Europe thing? But I think
the way we make it's probably very unique.
The seafood, the clam chowders. Oh, come on now. That's
true.
I think that's here. We did come up with something besides the tube steak. We've had something else, Indian rocks.
See you, Kat.
Of course. Kat's taking off. So, hey, Kat, thanks for hanging out. It's always a pleasure to have Kat and her son.
Paul, the Flip of Sports guy, is always posting his smoked meats.
Really?
He does a lot of that smoking ribs and pork. And
see, we'll have to have somebody, a third party, come in the next time on that. Yeah. If we do food again, because food's always fun. Beef jerky, that might be something that's the mountain men and the Indians came up with. Beef jerky's stinking good too. I don't care. It is good. So I count that as a North American thing. So St. Louis, St. Louis has barbecues too, don't they? Or
yeah, I don't like their barbecue.
Where's the best steaks in the U.S.? That's a U.S. thing too. Is big beef critters, and we mixed them along with this one that came over with that one, and we made our own breed of stinking cows, the Texas Longhorns, all that. So,
I've had some Argentine steaks that were really good.
You been to Argentina?
No, just when I was in Europe, they had every good steak was Argentina steak. I don't know why. They were really good.
Chicago came up with their own brand of pizzas, and then New York pizza. But was Chicago a barbecue town too?
I don't know.
I don't. Little Debbie's saying Chicago, so I don't know.
Lynn Mack, venison jerky is awesome. Yeah.
The guys bring that in all the time. They bring in what is it? The Rotwurst or whatever, the big tube of it, and you can slice it, and that's always good. Like salami or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's always good too.
Yeah, I love deer jerky. I'm from North Missouri, and deer season's a huge deal up there. It's everywhere. Everybody's got their own.
That is everywhere. South Jersey does it. Delaware, Maryland. Anybody's got a farm, they rent them out now, and they used to let you go, but now they rent them. Carl likes his Indian food. That'd be a guy to come in sometime too. Carl's witty, so he's going to have something different.
He's Canadian, right?
So it's always good to have that third opinion. I mean, you came close. We came up on 3. You didn't have Chinese on yours.
Nope. No Chinese, no USA.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Chinese. I don't know.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates.
Orange chicken, General Tso chicken. It is pretty good.
Oh, I like General Tso's or General Tolls or whatever they call it.
Tsao. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's got a little bang to it.
Which planet has the best food?
Well, I ain't had the Martian dust yet, so I can't talk about that. They're falling off. Yep, there you go. See, now I'm baiting these guys up towards that Philly area because one day I might go up to the yard sale and get invited to lunch. So, hey, I'm a barbecue and Big Paul, but he's going to bring out some big plate because that something goes like 6'6". I can see him smacking it on the table. There you go. Try this.
The old 96er.
Kind of scary. I'm going to ask Chatter. Yeah.
I knew Key Lime Kisses would like this shirt.
She's down in here tonight. Or she
just came in. She may have been lurking.
Gina? She missed the top 10. We'll go back through Omaha steaks. So that's something I get one. I get one of those gift cards for 50, and they try to flim-flam you. Now we'll only send it to you for 100. I don't even want to use it now. What do you mean? I can't even get a damn box of hot dogs from them because they want to send you 3 of this, 3 of that, 3 of that, and their stuff isn't that good anyway. So
it'd be fun to go up to see the Canadians, Scotty and all them.
Oh, I'd go up there. Chris and Scott, they're only in Ontario. They're like they're a couple more hours away from when I go up the Adirondacks. I guarantee you.
It's only a couple hours.
Yeah, they're in Ontario. It's beautiful. It was in the 90s anyway, and I'm sure it still is. So. My son's makes delicious venison jerky. That I'm telling you what, they bring it into work all the time because all of them like to kill animals. So bring it in.
I'll eat the heck out of it. Yeah.
I got some big mahi. No, I got it's those damn rockfish or
rockfish is so good.
God damn it, or you call it striped bass. What part of the coast you're on, but they're sitting up there in my freezer right now. I got they're thick too.
Every time I go to the East Coast, I get rockfish.
God, that's so big in Maryland. It's big in Massachusetts. So
I love that food up in Maryland.
That's another thing. The crabs thing.
Crab.
Got to be American. Good God, Maryland
crab. Oh, I get sheep crab soup every freaking meal when I'm in Maryland.
There's a soup for you.
Crab cakes out of the oven, all crispy on the outside.
That'd be something to Google though. Clam chowder. Where'd that come? Where'd that come from? Because there's Manhattan. There's New England. I like the New England one better.
Yeah,
then you got crab soups down here. You got the best lobster bisque when you go up to Maine. That shit nails you, man. It's good. God,
I like picking blue crab too. That's pretty good.
So that's big in this area. And that you have parties and they just throw the newspaper out on a picnic table and they'll sit there and drink beer for 3 and 4 hours and pick crabs and the blue claws.
Here they do like crawfish boils and they just throw out on a big picnic table and everybody eats it.
See, that stuff wasn't around when I was a kid until as things started opening up and people travel more. You started seeing that stuff come up here, the Cajun foods and all that. And that's American too. It's kind of like a French Native American thing. Hey, you do this, I'll do that, and we'll make something out of it. So it's kind of wild how that all blends into our food. Yeah. That's why number 4, USA.
Yeah, I mean, I should have had it on there. I didn't know if you wanted me to do that or not.
I don't know. There's no rules, you know that. So
yeah.
Henry S., which planet has the best food? That is a good one. So, where are you at? I can't believe, Jeannie, you missed us. So.
I know.
We will forgive Jeannie. She's usually in here. So, flipping ribs, not burgers. I like them both. I can make actually a good burger with the Harry Humstone special ingredients. I've had one burger better than mine, and that's up in the Adirondacks. They have this wolf jaw burger. That thing is so nasty in a good way. That it just,
how do you make yours?
It makes you want to lick your fingers after you eat the damn thing. Like the scene after ragging through the priest out the window, you're like going, that's how good it is, though. It is just a good hamburger. So I compare things that are really wicked, but I just do it that way.
So how do you make your burgers?
It's a secret.
So. Secret? Gotcha. I have to come out.
It's so easy. I can't tell you, but they're good. I asked my son yesterday. I made some. I said, "What do you want? Would you rather have Hardee's or this or that?" And he said, "I'll take yours." So I said, "Ching ching, ching ching."
My buddy's mom always made it with she put egg and put the egg around it, like the white, and it makes it stick together.
Farmhouse burgers. They do that now. They'll throw the burger on there. They'll throw the egg with the over easy flip and a bunch of that bacon and stuff and call it a farmhouse. It's about this tall. So you had to go, well, how the hell am I fitting that in my mouth? So you got to kind of eat it sideways and spin it.
It's like the Bloody Marys that have a burger on top stuck in the.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
I've seen them. They do some stupid things out here.
Well,
it's like they have crab cakes out here that are so terrible. I'm like, you call these crab cakes? We don't make crab cakes. It's Missouri, please.
I like the Mrs. Paul's. So we get there's about, I have never rated the crab cakes on who's got the best, but in my little vicinity here, there's some pretty nasty crab cakes in a good way. So
yeah. So I know Maryland's was good. I've never had Delaware.
Well, Maryland's right through the woods. I mean, that Chesapeake Bay's right there. It's like a half hour, I'm there. I've got the Susquehanna River. I got the stinking Northeast River. It's all right there. The Bay Bridge is 40 minutes away.
Where do you get the sea glass?
That's Woodland Beach. That's right at the Delaware Bay. So that's considered Delaware Bay. So that's where
I bought some sea glass on a auction one day from Lake Michigan.
You'll get good stuff. The good stuff is like in Maine, up there where it really tumbles in the rocks. Down here, it's more of a sand. You get okay stuff, but I go out there I can find whole bottles. So they're beat up, but it's just cool to find them. You can also find pipes and marbles. Pipes. There's a lot of crap. So you guys come here anytime. You have a free place to stay to. Well, I'm coming up, Scotty. You're who's I'm staying with. So
that would be fun.
When we're going over to Chris's, he kick Camera Girl 1 and 2 out. We'll hang out with him for it. So let me cut through here. Buffalo jerky.
Yeah, Italian, Gina.
Food poisoning's bad. I had that before. Mine only last. That's probably something you just ate and it was bad. So it lasts until it's all out of you. So you're shooting it out of both ends in a few hours. You're right. So you're back ready to go for the bangers and mad.
You always lose weight,
Yeah, well, you didn't gain anything, but after you got to refill that energy, though. So there's no doubt about it. I'm going to get a beer.
Yeah,
you go play them a song.
Not real. We're going to California. So.
Mix it up a little bit.
Butter chicken. That's good. Yeah, when I was in Italy, they had the fresh pasta. Oh my God, unbelievable. Dewey Beach, best crab cakes. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the sea glass is pretty cool. I love Zeppelin. Can't play too long. I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, I'm gonna hit some yard sales tomorrow. Try. Yard sales have been terrible this year. It's weird. Like all the nice houses are getting rid of their junk, thinking people are gonna buy it. You go to the houses you don't think are gonna be good, and they have like good stuff. They hoard. When I would go to whenever I'm in Maryland, I always go to Annapolis, and there's like 3 different places down there that have awesome crab cakes. I always like the ones they put in the oven. I don't know if that's how they make all of them, but
all right. So that was our top 10 tonight. Now we're just open chat. So still talking food, and food's good. Food is good. What ended up being one? Did you already answer that one?
Someone else did.
Okay. Clam chowder is good. West Coast, he said Oregon. Henry said Oregon Coast. Clam. Is that? It's got to be a whole different ball game out that way. We have New England, which I like. It's a white. Then I even like a good Manhattan one. So who knows? Now everybody's probably cooking something, going to raid the fridge later on.
Time for hummus.
See that? I'm not a big hummus dude. I like the onion dip, the vegetable dip with a vegetable tray. I'm tearing that up with that's when you put your carrots in, and then you'll see better the next day. So
I always do hummus, and I put sriracha in it, so I make it spicy hummus or salsa.
Jerky, buffalo chips instead of jerky. What's buffalo chips?
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about maybe Henry might be from the West Coast.
Fish and chips is awesome. My buddy lives in New Zealand. He said fish and chips there is always shark.
Harry uses dill with not at all. Mountain oysters. Well, some people might like those, but I stay away from the mountain oysters and the tongue. Some people tear up the tongue. So what's tongue? Woody's best crab cake you'll ever eat. He likes Woody's and Dewey. Best one, I can't think of the best one I've had. I think it was a food truck. Actually, at a I think it was at the we have the Peach Festival here in Middletown. I think that's where that was. So. Who's Lynn? We've got Lynn Mack. Has Lynn Mack been here the whole time?
She's made, I think, a couple comments.
Oh, okay. Hey, Lynn Mack. Glad to see you stop in. Not Dewey. So Aqua Girl's been down to Rehoboth, but not Dewey. Well, Dewey and Rehoboth are like easily, they're a walk away. I remember I went there the last time we stayed down Delaware Beach. One of their famous places burnt down in Dewey. So all the T-shirts went up for sale, cheap. So that sucked, but.
I make my own hummus.
Am I getting up early garage sale? Absolutely. I'll probably be up. But I have no choice. Being my age, you have to get up. Now, do you want to stay up? No, sometimes, but you can't go back to sleep. It's over. In my head, I got too many wacky things going on, and another yard sale. So this is the season to be buying. Like I said, that's
facts.
Spicy hummus. Really? I'm not. I've tried to up Super Pita where I'm from at. What are the? What the store sells hummus is not the real. Okay. See, Aqua Girl, I bet you she throws some good stuff out. The way she does, yeah. She must have a little cookery.
Yeah, I make my own hummus.
Our blood. We get what's in the little, and you peel the lid off. So we're probably getting like Mr. Goobies or something simple. So it's no big deal. It's bad. So.
Tabbouleh.
That's why maybe I don't like hummus.
I bet lobster roll Maine is unbelievable.
There's a place in Maine that's called Red's, and you'll see it when you go by on Route 1, and you'll see all these people. It's a whole gigantic line for this place, and they don't put mayonnaise up there either. They put the stick of butter on it. It's good. It is good. So,
yeah. Some
people put the mayonnaise. I want the butter. Give me the butter. So, Have you ever had lobster? I've been to Maine. My whole family's going there but me this year. So there's going to be Harry alone for 3 weeks. I'm going to do lives every night.
Oh, yeah.
My
Your daughter's moving up there.
Camps up there.
That's right.
What's that?
I say your daughter's moving up there, right?
Mm-mm. Last year, my one daughter went up to work at a camp. This year, she'll be the counselor at the same camp. And the other one's going up to counsel at the other one. And then my wife's school nurse so that to give my son the experience of, being outdoorsy. She's going to be the nurse there. He goes for free. So he rubs shoulder with the future eggheads. The clown that owns Facebook should be rubbing arms with these people. No, they don't go. The camps they go to, they got sniper towers because everybody knows where the elite kids go. These are just regular rich kids. The good old kids, doctors' kids, stuff like that. They can afford a couple grand to $5,000 a week or whatever. But they go out and they kill their own bears and field dress and all that stuff and learn how to tan the rugs and all that crap. No, they don't do that. They learn how to fish and wind sail and be silly and sing like "Oh Kumbaya," maybe get their first kiss.
Maybe.
A little sneaky. So who knows? I'm good with it.
Baba ganoush. Yeah, I've had baba ganoush. I think that's oh gosh, what is it? It's that green plant. Oh well, she'll say. It's made like hummus, but it's the artichoke. I think they blend artichoke up. It's called baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush. Never heard of that one. Baba ganoush.
Eggplant. That's what it is.
Eggplant?
Wrong. I was wrong.
Almost donated Digiman toy. Don't do that. Bluegrass. There it is. Baba ganoush.
Yeah.
See. I've never heard of Baba. See, and Carl. See, I knew Carl would know what it is. Man,
we got some food connoisseurs in here.
Eggplants. So there we go. What's that now?
We got some real food connoisseurs in here.
I know that everybody was excited about this one. I'm glad they were. So from Syria, teach me. It's easy. On the Baba ganoush or okay, they did. So. Mark 6-3. I had seafood tonight. With cheese or without.
Only the best.
That's how I rate my top 10s. It's what's at Epcot.
That was good stuff.
And USA's rate medals, so they got number 4. I skipped Germany. See, Germany for me. Every time I went to one of the just some reason, and probably Germany does that. They just didn't make my list. I don't know why, but they just didn't. So
well, it's only because I've been to Germany, and the pork was. I mean, you just cut it with a fork, and it's big, thick pork steaks, and it had their own batter around it. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, and they put like grilled onions or mushrooms on it if you wanted, or you could have it all these different ways. Wiener Schnitzel.
We're making friends here, and that's what the Harry Humstone chats is all about. Is making friends and meeting up for some good food. So Carl has to escape out of his country first. So he's not allowed out. We're not allowed in. That's funny. They can block our borders from Canada, but from the southern border, it's like one of those old free-for-alls. Like the Guns N' Roses that had a concert. You just open it up and everybody just jumps in. Can't block that border. No. Bullshit. It really is.
I feel bad for Scotty. He went full time and he can't sell in his antique booze.
He says he's got a he said he's got a little bit of a couple months before, and he can go right back to his old job. That's one good thing.
Yeah.
You're on like sabbatical or something. He said so. You could just say, I quit, but if I want to come back in 8 months, I'm allowed. So that's kind of funky.
That's
quit
interesting.
here. You quit where I'm at. Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Yeah.
They've got 50 of them waiting. So.
Do they have Facebook Marketplace? Do they use it pretty well up in? Does Scotty use it?
Yeah, they use Facebook Marketplace, and they got, instead of Max sold, I think they have sold Max, or something like that. They kind of flipped it, so they have that, but they're not allowed out. They're like in their basements.
Oh,
or if they go out, they can. I don't. No, I think but they can't have. They're real serious about all their distances and all that stuff. It's crazy, but that's the way they want it. So that's the way they're gonna run it. So nothing they can. The guys that want to do it just gotta wait. So I think Carl said like 13 days. He had a countdown going on. Pretty sure. So surf and turf is the play.
And a cheeseburger.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
That Max sold. So I could have swore I heard Scotty call it something else, but Max sold is kind of like an estate sale, early estate sale. So they put prices at, I think you actually can bid on that, but I'm not sure. So.
I used to never go to estate sales, but the thrift stores have jacked their prices up so high that estate sales are actually worth going now.
We're down from me, well, probably a half hour from Tommy or 40 minutes down the beach in Delaware. There's a ton of thrift stores, and they actually got stuff you can pick up. So it's not a bad thing.
I miss when Goodwill's terrible for us up here now.
I don't need the Goodwill. I go to the back door to drop off shit. I don't even walk in the front.
I don't even drop off stuff there anymore. I go to the DAV. Screw those guys.
Yeah, I did pick up those 2 K brand hats. That was cool.
I do remember that.
But that's right now. Yard sale season's hitting. So if it rains tomorrow and rains it out, that's going to suck. But I have options. Oh, tomorrow I have a dude with a basement full of crates of old bottles. So I'm going to hook up with him unless somebody snipes me tonight. If he's got what I think he has, I'm going to go out there with a monster smile. And I missed that damn lamp. But if it doesn't rain out tomorrow, I got 2 choices of yard sales where I'm going to go. So we'll see.
I was going to ask, do you guys have yard sales on Thursday, Fridays, or is it just Saturday, Sunday?
No, you'll see a few on Friday, but Thursday and Fridays, it starts of the estate sale. So that sucker, some of them will run 4 days. At the end, I just went into one Sunday and picked up a mixer for $1, which I have online right now, an iron. It was just a shot in the dark. Stuff, if I'm a reseller, I would have picked up easily, because if I have something on for 2 years, who cares? You know it's going to sell.
Yeah.
If it sits for 6 months, you know it's going to sell. If you have 4,000, how many listings do you have?
1,400.
Yeah, so you're not. So you do your own. You have your own business no matter what. You do the power wash and everything's $10.99, right?
Yep.
So I was talking to a guy about that today, because if I could, I'd walk out of work tomorrow, but I'm not ready in what I make.
You don't need to.
I really like to, though.
Well, it's nice to be able to. I just can't imagine not having money coming in. It'd be harder. I'd be stressing to sell stuff.
I could buy a weekend. I know I could list. I could be up to 1,000 listings within a week.
Oh yeah,
easily with the stuff I have down here. I've already got the death pile. I don't have to work for it. like today, I would have got up. I would have seen 2 pickups, and I'd have went to Haverty Grace, Maryland, and took that lamp for $25, which is a $300 lamp. Then I would have rode up to this dude's house with all these bottles, and if he was, and more than likely, he would have been reasonable, and I could have bought him out too. So it would have been bang, bang, and probably a couple $1,000 profit easily.
I have 3,000 records to list. I have so much inventory. It just takes some time.
Those too, and as a reseller, you don't care if you sell something you bought it for $1 and you sell it for $11. You made, after eBay steals their part. Well, you're posting there, so they're not stealing from you. But if you made $6, it all adds up. It adds up. You don't care. You just keep shipping. You just keep shipping from $6 to $300 profit. You just keep selling, and you don't care. So that's a good thing about it.
I have a lot of collectibles. Some of my stuff takes a little time, but I don't mind because most of my stuff's so small.
Because like I'm in bed the other night and I have 70 listings. So I have a clock radio, Sony clock radio on there. I put it at $20. Try to make at least that. $20.98. The dude texted me and offered me $19.67 for it. But I'm taking it. Spent on it for 6 months. Who cares? I got it from a house clean out. It didn't cost me $1. I'll make my 15.
Yeah.
And but that counts. I go right now. I'm playing on the 20,000 or the 200 listings.
Yeah.
So I don't have to 1099.
I think it's funny when people offer you like 19 on your $20.95.
Oh,
like,
I'm taking
19. Sure. Like I was expecting 15. I would have taken 15, honestly.
But I've got you get the big time low bars, and when somebody wants it, they throw 3 at you.
Yep.
They keep going up and up and up, and I said, "Nah, I'll let it. It's auction. I'm gonna let it do its thing." And then bang, they finally hit it, and then you see bang bang. All of a sudden, then it goes. Because I had that oilsome oil can. I paid $1 for it.
Yep.
And I'm getting all these cheap ass offers. And I put it for like $19.99. Then finally somebody hit it. And then bam. Got $28 for a stinking oil can. Why not?
What's funny is I've had this happen quite a few times on eBay recently, where I had something for $16.95 the other day, and it was N64 game. And I got someone that was watching it, and so I had an offer I could send out. So I sent out $14.95 because it's been in my store for like 3 months, and it got taken right up like pretty quick, less than an hour after I sent the offer out. Like, sweet, because there was only one watcher. Went back in and looked, and it was bought for full price. And so I've had it happen a lot where I send out offer, but it sells for the full price. So I don't know if like activity gets people. Like eBay throws it up there higher. I don't know. Strange.
Somebody gets all wiggly. That's probably why. And then they say, I better grab it or somebody else is.
Maybe. It's just strange.
See, I know Carl's sitting. He wants to sell. I feel bad for my Canadian brothers. I don't know if they're holding their mail. Max sold. We also have high bid. Yeah, we have a high bid covers them all, though. Covers like several auctions, I think.
High bid's terrible around here.
We have, I'm telling you, we have so much auction houses in a 100-mile range here. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Goodwill wanted $10 on sale for a ripped shirt. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's how my Goodwill is anymore.
Now, if they get real bad, they're going to be an empty place then.
Yep.
And then somebody else, Goodwill, will open up. Somebody will. So
there was a broken guitar over there the other day. It was a guitar from the 70s. It was terrible. The strings were all busted, and it had for $100. I'm like, if someone buys this, they're getting ripped off. Why do you?
Goodwill used to be a place you could walk in. You could find Ansley china. You could buy Fenton glass. You could find rock and roll shirts.
Yep.
But a lot. Well, you know what happens is as they start selling online, I think
that's what they started doing here. 2 years ago, I used to find all kinds of stuff at Goodwill. I had to stop going because I'd always spend money. Now,
well, Facebook Marketplace is going to be the next one. Everybody knows about the gig. So in my area, it is. So
and you're already on Facebook, so it's getting advertised to you.
Yeah. So, but it can always fall back to Craigslist, and that's where I just found some stuff. So
really, I need to check Craigslist more often.
I just found 2 typewriters in Millsboro though. I got to drive to get them, but it's probably a $200 profit when you get done picking them up for what you pay for it.
Well, I guess you don't say it's a tax write-off for mileage, but I guess since you don't do
not me, it's wear and tear. I don't worry about that though.
Christ, you can always hit some garage sales when you're there.
I ran my kids all around up down the East Coast for the travel sports, so it's no big deal.
Right.
Delaware's only 2 hours from Ontario to. He's in where the government's sitting. Ottawa, and same thing. Ottawa, or is Ottawa like DC? It's its own little thing. Thought Ottawa was Ontario too. Yard sales are the best, man. They're just a lot of fun. Hey, you guys want to come in and talk? Pop on in here. I'm pasting the link right there. So I'm gonna talk for another little bit. What time?
Half a beer.
Yeah, I'll probably have another. It's only 10:30, so I don't know who's on tonight. If there's any big wigs on or anything like that.
There's usually at least one in 7 auctions.
Oh, the auctions are all over the place, but that's for the resellers. That's not for the. I haven't watched those auctions. I almost bid on one time Brian's Mr. Goodbyes, but
there's a few that there's a couple that have records, but other than that, I don't really buy much anymore. Some of those auctions that have like just one thing they're selling, I'm like, it seems like such a waste of time to go in and sell one thing. It takes forever.
So, dude, mine, I for the little crap I throw out there on there, I get almost the price that I ask for when I do the buy it now. And then if I throw an auction in there, I'm blown away. It usually does good. So, vintage toys are a killer, man.
Oh, vintage toys. That'd be a good one to put on auction. People fight for that.
That's what the hats. That's what
just end it on Sunday nights. People buy on Sunday nights.
That's what I always do the 7 days, Sunday to Sunday. So
yeah,
I'm gonna actually put some insulators on, and I'm auctioning those, and I'll start them at $19.99 and watch them go.
Insulators, you need to do that pirate ship.
Why? What's that do? Go to another country or something?
Well, no. Well, you can, but pirate ships for the heavy, small items get you a better deal on shipping.
How much of a difference, though?
Pretty substantial. No more than that.
The only time they pay a lot of money seems like the West Coast. Other than that, an insulator is only going to cost $7, $10.
Oh, do you do calculated shipping?
Yeah. And somehow that international thing pops in.
Yeah, GSP.
Whatever. But once that pops in, I kind of am refreshed. Doesn't that go to a area and then they're responsible for it after that? So bang, bang. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've sold a few things on GSP
for a Playmobil Egyptian set. Because he goes, "Can you give me a break on it?" I said, "I didn't know what you already bought it. It already is out the door. What am I going to do?" So he paid $47 to me, but I think he paid $80 altogether.
Oh yeah,
to have this thing show up.
Well, counting customs and everything, I've sold 3 trucker hats. Well, 2 to Australia, 1 to Sweden, and another one to Eastern Europe. I think 4 John Deere trucker hats for $40, and they probably paid another 60 to 80 just to get it there.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. Trucker hats, man. They like them over in other countries. Main USA.
Tommy
K Products, K Brand.
Monster bin of trucker hats.
I saw that on Instagram.
It was right up the road from me.
Yeah, he said he stole them from you.
Actually, he did, but he didn't because he did.
Did you sell those ones you got at Goodwill?
What's that?
Did you sell those ones you got at
Yeah,
Goodwill?
I put them together and bang, I got $20.
Yeah.
For $2 spent, and they weren't. I didn't shape them. I didn't do anything. I was watching Tank shape them and stuff, and Tommy, I think, knows how to do it. They have these little sprayers. They spray on every steam coming out and shit, and the little things. If I got into it like they did, and Tank is like
so good with the clothes.
Well, he can make them look. He's a pro, just like Tommy with the clothes and shoes. They're pro. Tim with the glass. But these guys are full time.
I sent Tank. I sent Tank three trucker hats that need formed. I was like, just take them. I don't want them. You can do it easier and faster. Yeah, when you're full time, that's why they're cross posting and everything. You know. Hey, Scotty.
Hey guys, Scotty.
You can do it easier and faster. Yeah, when you're full time, you got to be cross posting. You got to make sure you're hitting all the platforms and.
There. Sorry.
All right.
No worries.
You hear me? No problem. All right.
Yeah. Everything's good.
So how's it going tonight, guys?
Fantastic.
Good. Yeah, it was a good show. I like that with the food and stuff. It was good.
I lost all the women's once we started talking about the
reselling.
They all somebody else is talking food tonight, or they went to the supermarket and are having a snack. So.
Well, now that I'm on, hopefully they'll come back, right? So.
Yeah,
that's right. We always
want a good-looking guy on here.
The Canadian charm. That's what we're going for here. I thought Carl would pop into. He's always laid back and he'll say a few things.
Carl comes on now and then. Like if he might come on, I don't know.
Yeah, if he pops his head in there, the chat's open to anybody. It's just I'm gonna have a beer, another beer.
Yeah, come on in. I can always jump out.
You're good. Everybody's good.
You can fit 4 anyways. I know that.
Yeah, you can go up to 8 or something. An 8-banger now. We can have a whole
8-banger.
You were on.
Is that food from Canada?
Yeah. You were on the show the other night, Harry. There was multiple people on there.
That was Victoria, and they did their little. They like to talk dirty in their own little way. They get a kick out of saying penis.
Oh, really?
It's funny. I laugh. So
they're fun.
They have a good time.
Oh yeah.
New T-shirts, $7.50 at Walmart. See how to go well. So Henry's West Coast too. So he's out that way. He's talking about. I would love to go out there. They've got all those national parks out there and stuff, and farm girls out there too. So, and so
I was surprised how cold the water was out there on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, well they got killer whales that are trolling the beaches up there. Getting send a fat kid in and see if he comes back out of the surf. They're gonna be throwing him up in the air in no time. So it's crazy.
I was there in July. It was like 100 degrees outside in Oregon, and the water was like 50 degrees.
Yeah, that's like
windy.
Massachusetts, Maine, up in Canada, but up in Nova Scotia and stuff. That water's once your ankles hit it, if you're not young, it's a pain that shoots up your leg, and you go, "Oh shit, what was that?"
Yeah.
You have a heart attack.
The Columbia River was so cold. We went up there for the Gorge. It's a music venue for the Dave Matthews Show, and all these kids were jumping in the Columbia River off a bluff. Me and my buddy were like, it can't be too bad because it was 100 degrees outside. We jumped in. I jumped out so fast, my lungs collapsed. I think I came out as fast as I went in. It was awful.
Then these toys are huge. That's what I'm dumping now. Except the Hot Wheels. See that over there?
That's sweet.
That is going. I want to get rid of all the G.I. Joes and.
Well, sell them while they're hot.
These aren't. These ones are. These guys are the big ones. That's like everybody likes the 3 3/4 now because these guys are 40 years old now. But I have, if everything works out, I've got next week. Dude moved to his house. He says my attic's full of toys. I'm going to throw them out. I said, do not throw those out. I want them. He's 40. His brother's older. That means Star Wars, G.I. Joes, all that stuff. We'll see. He-Man.
I had all that stuff.
Did you see that little neon pink guy I sold? I did a video on it.
You showed him on like a show me thing with Chris. So what'd that go for?
135 Canadian.
I don't understand. What the hell is the
It's a monster in the pocket. It was a bit of a rare one according to what I could find. And the last one I could find sold in 2019 for, I think it was 60 US.
Really?
Which is probably around 75 Canadian, I guess. So
that's nuts.
Yeah, so I couldn't find any. So I might have been able to get more. By the time the guy paid the taxes and the shipping, it came to almost $160 Canadian. So
where did you send it to?
California.
Really?
Yep. And within like 2 or 3 days, it was gone.
Do you sell a lot to US?
Those things don't even move though.
Lots to the US. What's that? Sorry?
Those figures that you sold, it doesn't even move. It doesn't.
It's this big.
I know, it's crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, I know. I didn't even know what price to put on it. It was a guess. I thought I was starting high, but now maybe I was starting low. I don't know. It sold so quick. But
when me and Glasshouse went in that last attic we went into, and the toys we pulled out, and he made a lot of money. He actually did. And from the ones that I grabbed, somehow I always usually get better stuff. But Jesus Christmas, those toys were. I sold that guy with the four arms. He went $40.
Wow. Oh,
I remember him showing those.
You showed that one of your videos.
Mars. What's that?
You showed that one of your videos, right? Those guys?
Yeah. Bikers from Mars I showed. They went for $40.
Wow.
What the? I looked at these things. I'm going, well, yard sale when I first picked them out. And then I'm finding this guy had all the high-end crap.
Wow.
It was crazy. So Goodwill by far doesn't catch her. Yeah, well, our Goodwills, I think, are a little better, Tommy, than the one in Middletown. All the resellers are in there. I see them. They just piling. The one up in Bear, that's where I found the hats. The one in Elkton, I don't know. I haven't been in there but once. So, and the killer whales, yeah, you're right. So
they definitely miss a lot of things up here, for sure, and they overprice a lot of things too. Our thrift store, like the Goodwills and stuff like that.
So you guys don't have Zip. You have nothing going on right now but Facebook Marketplace.
That's it. Our store is for online shopping. And now and then people will, because the doors aren't locked when we're people are in there working that are vendors throughout the day for about 5 hours a day. And if somebody wants to come in and walk around, they let them, but they're not advertising it and stuff.
Right.
So
technically, he's coming up and throwing a fine on them. So
yeah. So technically, we're not supposed to be open. But.
Right. Did you hear that? What's the Canadian broadcast network up there? Scotty's trying to flim flam you, so you better go right there. Tell them a can of tuna. No, it's crazy. I hope you guys relax.
Well, it doesn't. This whole thing doesn't make sense because I'm watching you guys down there. Is like you guys are going to yard sales. I watch Blue Bus Dave a lot. I really like his show. He's out going to flea markets every day. Taco Stacks is going to flea markets on the weekends and stuff. Nobody's really getting sick. I don't know. Am I missing something or I don't know.
The people that get sick are those that just like anywhere, they're the weak, not weak, but they've got something how they can, or they're old, and that's this is your nanny state. They're trying to pull it in the U.S. and people are fighting it here, like in Florida and stuff. I don't know. In Alabama, they don't even bother with. The only people to wear a mask are Disney World. Other than that, nobody's paying attention. When I go to yard sales, people wear it. People don't. I put it on because I don't want people getting pissed because I'm a softie on that deal. But everybody's been, they've had the rabies shots here. Almost everybody has. So.
They lifted the ban out of here a couple of weeks ago, at least, maybe a month ago. You don't have to wear masks.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really get it. Other than what people are saying, and they're trying to put some sort of control on people. But
it's a monster that fits in your pocket. It's all about control. It's always about that. You think them pricks are behind the scenes? They've caught your premier plenty of times running around without it.
Yeah, and in our Minister of Finance, he lost his job, but he went on vacation.
I hate even thinking about what those pricks do. That's why I don't even talk about it.
Yeah,
that's why I try to have the show and I do the thing, and I still thank God that we ain't all drinking the Kool-Aid down there, and especially the farther south you go, they never did. You get out in the Midwest, they never did. They didn't. They stick your mask up your ass. That's what they're telling you to do.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Like, if it's so bad here, I might know 2 people that have had it, and they had very, very mild symptoms. And the one person's mom she went to the hospital, but she was out within 3 or 4 days, and she was fine now, right? But
I seen it hit our old population, but these people were like my father when he passed away. He had no functions anymore anyway. He couldn't even speak.
Right.
So I don't know. Was it a blessing? I don't know. I didn't want to point the finger or anything like that because I don't. Whatever. I hate to even get on it. So
I agree. Because a lot of people
talking Tommy in the background, and we've got the Beatles over here, and we've got my ugly doll in my corners.
Well, so Star City Picker, it's a monster that fits in your pocket. 160 is a bargain. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen. He said it was 160. I'll tell you what, I like to sell for 160. When I got 175 for a Kentucky Derby glass, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" I turned down a $100 offer just 2 weeks ago. Yeah. When somebody throws 150, I'll probably sell it, but I'm not gonna. I see what they go for.
What is the Kentucky Derby glass?
1948.
Okay.
Several of them. Yeah. But the older they are, the higher they go.
So right.
It's crazy.
I got one here, but it's an 84.
I have that.
You have that one?
They're like 5 to 10.
To 10? Okay. Yeah. I think I put 15 on Etsy. Plus shipping.
I was shocked the other day. I did sell something on Etsy. It was a teacup. That one that I showed, the Ansley with the Queen.
Yeah.
Opening up your Canadian thing. I got $40 for that thing. I said, nice. Bang.
Yeah.
Not bad. You guys, if you're out at a yard sale and you see teacups, look at them.
Yeah.
You can get them for $1. And if you get the right ones, they're $100, $200, $300.
Yeah.
Or a stinking teacup. They're easy to ship. Wrap the hell out of them with bubbles.
Yeah. How many listings do you have on Etsy?
What's that?
How many listings do you have on Etsy?
I'm at about 110 now. It's kind of high end stuff. Like, I don't even know if high end because I just had 15 for that, but I got some glass for 500 and different things like that. So I'm going to, I don't know, I think I'm going to put more expensive stuff on Etsy and the rest on eBay. So
I see.
We've got our Alaskan reseller, the most popular that I know. And Pieces in here. She says she's got a lot of family in Canada. Feels bad. I'd like to see it. I think New Jersey has vaccinated 8 million, and there's 12 million in Jersey, or 13 million now. So there you go. Everybody's pretty much what they are. So
I'm getting a couple sales a day on Etsy right now, though. Just for
are you really?
Yeah.
I need to put some stuff
you had
up
on Etsy?
So today I sold a spaghetti Maine horse for 45 and a Obi-Wan Kenobi for, I think I had 30 or 35 on him. He was in very good shape.
Kenobi this big?
Yep. Yeah,
Really?
1977, yeah.
On Etsy?
Yep.
Any weapons?
No, he did not have his weapon, but he had his cape, and the cape was like in mint shape. It was very clean, other than the weapon.
Let me
So on Etsy, it just has to be 20 years old?
Yeah, I guess. Or homemade. I mean, there's a few things. I've put things that are newer, but maybe they're vintage looking, and I just kind of put that date on it. They're not very strict on it. But.
Okay.
Yoda doesn't have his cape. The Pigman doesn't have. These are all. This is that case I picked up for $50 a while back, but I do not have an Obi-Wan in this one, but I have him in the other one. There's some kind of slingshot there, whatever it is. This, I was thinking about eBay and then let them bid on it. And you're saying, wow, I can't believe.
Do you want to know exactly what I got for him? I can look it up real quick. It was around $30 though. It was like 30 or 34.
Really?
Plus shipping.
Let me get a beer real quick and I'll click off of Joe. Let you come in. Get a beer. 2 and 2.
Are you listening? Here we go. Yeah, so $29.95 plus shipping. So,
what do they take 10% to?
It depends. Roughly, probably a little bit like 12 or 13%. But if it goes through an Etsy ad, which is every now and then it'll be an Etsy ad, and then 5%. So, but I think only a couple have hit the Etsy ad thing. But it's kind of shocking because all of a sudden you look in your sales, the finances part, and all of a sudden you see a big hit of 25%. It's like, but.
Well,
Do you do Etsy at all? Sorry, I don't know.
No, I've just never messed with it. For a long time, they were kind of strict on what they had, what you could put on there. So I just always did eBay. And since I don't do it full time, I just never really mess with it. I have some good glass that but I always put it in my antique booths. So a lot of my stuff that I should put on Etsy, I have in my booths.
Yeah, we really focused this last week mostly on the antique booth. Like we're just jamming a full. I did a couple videos on it, but we're putting we have some anchor hockeying and different things we're putting in the booth. So
yeah,
I just think people are gonna, once the lockdown's done, they're gonna come to the booth and they're gonna hit it hard. So
that happened to me.
Good stuff in there. So
right after we left, everybody get back out. My booth went crazy.
Yeah,
Carl knows the China thing. He said Paragon. Yeah, the China stuff is crazy, but I can't. Etsy buyers pay good money, really. Maybe I could throw all my teacups over on Etsy.
Let's try.
But they're more particular over on Etsy too. They ask you a lot of questions or anything like that.
Not really. I've only had one person ask for a discount.
Really?
Yep. I sold a bunch of.
I don't mind that, a discount thing, but I sold I sold that first cup on there for it was the Senorita of Royal Albert. That's what it was. Royal Albert Senorita. So that one got me going on Etsy, and then another one went, and then I finally sold that Queen one. And I was surprised that lasted that long. But I guess you build your name on Etsy too, don't you?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was easier than I thought to get sales. Like it in I don't know. I didn't really when I started. I didn't really have any like positive feedback, and now I've got 21 nice positive feedback, 5 out of 5 stars. I no negative at all. So
Really, maybe I need to revisit that. This seemed like it was more of a pain in the ass to. On
yeah.
eBay, I can take his phone upstairs. I take a few pictures, and bang! Like 6 minutes later, it's on.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was hesitant with eBay because you were restricted to so many sales. But it's moved right up really quick for me. Like, you know, I got a few sales in there, and then they moved me up to 30 listings. I got a few more. Then they moved me up to 90 listings. And, you know, I thought it was going to take months. So I wish I would have started eBay even earlier if I knew it was going to be this.
I'm surprised you didn't. That's the first thing I sold on eBay over the years for 4 years. Like when I forget what, like those little electronic football guys and old toys, old Hot Wheels, old stuff like that. I was popping on there.
Red lines are hot right now too.
Red lines have been hot. I've got, if you see my red lines,
I mean, they're hot.
$1,000 easily. But I don't find them anymore. I used to find like 2 or 3 of them, and then other ones. We got another one coming in. Who do we have? Carl's coming in.
Hey,
well, I got to take off, Harry.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
See you, bud.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in.
Take care.
Stay tuned if I pick up something tomorrow. Anthony,
Carl.
great boy comes in. Carl, are you growing a beard?
I'm looking a little rough, yeah.
All right.
Nice. Looks good, buddy. Looks good.
Hold on, Carl. Put a hat on. We might have
I know.
might have some relations there.
I haven't been able to get anywhere for a while, so it's just going to get worse and worse.
At least you can grow one. I want to grow a beard, but it won't look right. So
If my German genetics have anything, it's to grow a beard. So there's those little monsters in the pocket thing.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
yeah.
You got it.
But these are common ones, right? So just tons of these little things. Like I got handfuls, but I have some of the purple ones you were mentioning.
So have you looked them up?
Yeah, these ones are common. There's common ones, right?
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
But at the time, I got like ones that you're talking about. Like I sold a pink one for $75, and I know I have another pink one around here somewhere. And you know, if there's one thing we can do during this is like go through all our old inventory.
Yeah.
And sell.
Yeah. Do you ever see these? These are pretty good.
What are those?
These are, I can't pronounce it. It's like Schrock.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Do you know those?
Yep.
So the horses, like even the horses can be like $10-$20 each.
You know what ones I sold one time? I had a box of those Hartford figures, and they were plastic from the late 50s, early 60s, like Roy Rogers and Tano and all them. Those sold for great money, and they still do. They pop up once in a while on Facebook Marketplace, but if you're not in there in 10 minutes, they're gone.
So I got something kind of neat from Roy Rogers. I'll show you, Harry.
Like I get stuff off Facebook Marketplace sometimes, but you have to be quick.
You do have to be quick. There was a hell of a lamp, and I had it today, but I did not say I'll pick it up now. And I the guy that's coming on his show Sunday night, Tim, he said, pick it up. It was too late. It was gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's a $300 lamp for $20. Wow.
I've had some success. Like if there's a lot of stuff and people don't want to pick it all up, like Dungeons and Dragons, I got a nice lot of those. I don't even know how much I made on those Dungeons and Dragons books, but he had a whole bunch, and I said I'll take them all, and I paid $175 up, but I must have made $500, $600, $700 on that. So if it's big enough,
strategies and all that crap, or cheats or something like that.
Dungeons and Dragon books.
No, yeah. What's it do? Tell you how to set them up, or what's the book?
It's kind of it's for the game, right? So they're vintage. There can be worth hundreds of dollars each.
How
Especially
old
module.
Dungeons and Dragons, 90s?
No, earlier than that.
Really?
70s. Yeah. It's just like I love finding the weird stuff,
This is
Weird cells.
Oh, that's fun.
so
What's that?
the Canadian National Exhibition in 1954. This is the program to that, and Roy Rogers was like a main attraction. So, do you know what the CNE is, Carl?
I've never gone, but
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I was trying to put you big and remove you. There you go. You're back in.
So this tells you everyone that came to that. It's like a program, and it's got advertisement and everything. So the Canadian National Exhibition is in Toronto. It's near the CN Tower, and it's a big, kind of like a carnival. It happens every year. But because of COVID, they're actually talking about not doing it ever again. But this is 1954 program in mint condition. So it's very collectible as far as people will collect Canadian National Exhibition stuff. I've sold those pennants before and stuff. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a price on it, but I'm thinking it's probably around $50. But
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, for sure.
I'd start high and just see if you get any interest. On Etsy, can you see how many people look at your your stuff?
Well, on eBay you can. On Etsy, it doesn't say individually. It's kind of like a throughout the day type thing. Yeah, people that's visited your store.
Yeah.
And Fisa said something about, the Etsy buyers, they pay good money, so that's always nice. Let me catch up here. Antique Profits Hot, just subject. You got a new sub, Aqua Girl.
Oh, awesome,
cool.
Thanks.
Knows her food. No, she is actually cool. Somebody, Baldy, pal picking. Hey, Harry, what's going on? Glad to see you stop in. You're a little late, but no, I'm just kidding. If you're still here, we're just chatting, man. That's what this is. This is open chat now. Did a top 10 earlier, food. Now we're talking about collectibles and selling. That's stuff we like. So,
Britain,
see these guys?
Britons.
Yeah, you know how much this sells for?
$40.
Yeah.
Why can't I click Carl in when it comes time when he's showing that?
I can't believe it.
I'm on stream. What the hell button I got to push to get Carl to come in? But I don't want to knock him out. So solo layout. There you go. Carl. You are up. Let's see the Britain.
This is a swapper one. Swap it. And it looks like any normal one, but I find the bottoms are a little more interesting. Like this guy's little over here.
I got a box of those.
So
the castle.
So some of these are worth money. Like it's this particular swap it one. I think it's swap it. I can't remember. I can't see it. Yeah, swap it. And I had these sitting in a box for 2 years. I had no idea they were worth money because I have other ones, right? I got other Britons, like the ones with the metal bottoms.
Mine are, what year's that one that you just showed? 60s, 70s?
Well, it's plastic, so.
Could be 70s.
You know what? It doesn't have a date.
Okay. Because I have that set. Here we go. I have a whole night set that's sitting in there that I'm going to wrap. That one's going out the door too because I know Britons always made a fine detailed figure. So, yeah, like that.
So you got these with the metal bottoms, right?
They're older.
Yeah, but this is just plastic. So I thought, these will be worth less, but they're actually worth more. This particular one.
I have a bunch here, and there was one like an Indian chief, and he's like $50. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I threw it, but
and that's the stuff.
I don't know if I'll get it for that, but somebody got that for it. So,
and that's the stuff you can find in the baggy wall.
yeah, that's where I found it. Oh.
Yeah. I like these kind of things are worth money too.
What's up, Dave?
Like these little guys. These are 40K Warhammer. And they can be worth good money and a lot. And these are metal.
Now they're new though, aren't they? Or are they old?
I think these are first generation. I'm not sure for Warhammer, like 90s maybe. I'm not sure.
90s stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking too.
This is why I love toys.
Matt, what's up, Scrap?
This is a Digimon, and this one here is worth about 15 or 20 bucks by himself. You know, it's like when you go to the the walls, you just get tons of these things, right? If you're lucky.
That's something. Is that considered like a game piece, or is that action figures?
They're just collectibles. You know, it's the next generation Star Wars.
You're right. Probably like Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, these are Pokemon. Yeah. And most are not worth money, but the occasional one is worth 20, 30, or 40 bucks. And like that's the stuff I love, like the stuff people don't know.
Really? All my stuff is like 70s, like Hot Wheels and 80s too. I'm lying because I can pull cases of this crap out that's at my feet right now. As a matter of fact, there's two of them right there. This stuff has got to go. There's double. And well, this one's full. This one's the $50 one. So, but this store, and I think if my cards are right, I think next week I should be bringing home another case of that with He-Man stuff. You see that? I just got Castle Grayskull for $5.
I know. I got one over there in my guilt pile. I sold $200 worth of He-Man figures just this week, local pickup. So I was pretty happy with that.
For Facebook Marketplace?
No, eBay.
eBay?
With local pickup, yeah. So you just came up?
You did, so you don't have to mess with the shipping crap.
Yeah,
That'd be nice for glass. Be real nice for glass.
But teacups have been great too. Like I sold one, the Paragon I was talking about, 150. And that was just like a couple of weeks ago. And once you sell a few teacups, you kind of get an idea which is the good ones, you know? Like
Ansley, Paragon, and Royal Albert's been my big three. But I'm starting to pay attention because I bought all these ones earlier.
Shelley's are good too.
These ones here, the Royal Sealy, and you hold them up to the light and you can see through them and stuff. Yeah. These ones will go up to $30. So they hand painted these. These are probably from the 60s or 50s. They're not England China for sure. But if you'd have been in that house that I went into where I got all my China from, God, that woman had cabinets and cabinets. And I left soup turans there. And I left all the Lennox stuff there because I thought Lennox was crap at the time.
You know, all that
jackass. Yeah. But I'm pulling out Ansley and Paragon. Oh my God, just tons of, and that stuff was minutes from a dumpster. That's how crazy it was. So
when I love learning a new thing and just getting a few good names. Like teacups are great because you just go to like the Value Village or whatever you got. And I just go to all the cups and go whoop, whoop, just like
together. They'll tape them together at the.
Oh really?
They tape the plate to the teacup.
Oh really? They don't do that here.
Several places. You don't have to run around for the. You want the match.
Oh yeah. I almost got a non-matching once.
But if you can find those soup turans and stuff like that, they're even better.
Oh yeah.
Big son of a guns.
That's what I love. There's so much to learn. Like I haven't touched any of that stuff.
I didn't know anything about teacups until we did a clean out and that woman had nothing but tons of it.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I remember him going brand new in the case, 5 cups of Royal Albert with a teapot in the middle. She had and my buddy's going, take these. I don't want them. Take them for a yard sale. I was getting $90 a piece for them on eBay. I'm going, you've got to be kidding me.
I know.
And that wasn't even the England stuff. This was a reprint of what was made in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I'm going, bang, bang. Thank God he's handing them to me. thinking it was yard sale stuff.
Like I picked up a teacup and I had no idea. I just looked really like, you know, if you've been doing it long enough, you can tell what quality is. You just you can spot it.
Oh, you can't with the Ansley over the older stuff.
Or just almost anything. Almost anything.
Yep.
Yeah. And I picked up a teapot. Pot. It was new, and you could just tell this was good stuff. And it sold for $150 just the teapot. And I had no idea. And that's the stuff I love. You know.
I would rather I'd go after the cups more than the teapots because Hall and who else makes a lot of the teapot? Well, they do. The Royal Alberts and all them do too.
Shelley.
There were a lot of Hall teapots out there and all that. So who he's having on his show. He's big in the China too. Is over the years, Tim.
Yeah.
He knows glass and he knows the tea stuff. But I'm pretty good at the teacups now myself from 3 years ago when I picked all that crap up. So if I see that at a yard sale, I can see it out the corner of my eye. All I do is flip that cup up, and they always say $1.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it doesn't take long. Like everyone can remember Paragon, and if you're picking up for $1, you're not going wrong. Like you're not going to lose your money.
That green stamp on the bottom with the crown.
Yeah. In
your mind, go bang bang. That's an Ansley, and Ansley cups can go $300-400 up to easily. So you resell
usually isn't that like usually pink lettering on the Paragons?
There's black. I've got black. I've got
the stamps are very distinctive on the bottom.
God, yeah. I don't have a Paragon on the
I rarely see Paragon. I see Ansleys frequently, Royal Alberts, but
I'll get my
Royal Alberts go for good. Royal Alberts, pay attention to them because the best I did on a teacup soap, I've got all my Ansleys still. That's the first Ansley I sold because I kind of got a whole cabinet full. I probably got 50 cups upstairs or 60. And I haven't sold the Ansleys yet. I'm holding them for a rainy day. So who knows what they're going to go for. I sold a Paragon because it was a Canadian. Yes, I have that. The Canadian Paragon because it had the flower inside of it. So
I have
that's a nice
before. This is a $600 to $800 teacup. I'm scared to sell it.
Is that the Paragon?
Yeah, Paragon. And if you get the big roses, what do they call them? Cabbage roses on them. You grab it and run.
Where did you get that one? Oh my God.
So hang on, Carl. So that's a Paragon.
Yeah.
And you're saying it has cabbage rose in it. That's what you're looking for.
See the big rose?
Yeah.
Look at the color though. That's also that's a purple one. That's not signed. And that right there tells you too. When he's looking at the color and the purples and it just stands out.
Yeah.
This stuff stands out, and I'm not trying to.
So what's that worth?
$600 to $800.
Okay,
but that's the best thing I've ever found. I found that in the first 2 weeks I was looking. So,
but honestly, you could find those things at an antique booth for like $10 to $15,
and you better grab them.
I'm gonna go.
Tell me where they are, and I'll drive down and get them.
I'm going tomorrow to look.
Where's Chris's treasure chest? He's sleeping on this one.
Oh wait, this one's better.
You got a red line.
I finally got some red lines. Just before, they're all roached. But it's like, I'm buying these.
Well, that's a bug eye. The green ones, that's a bug eye.
Yeah.
And this guy is, if you pull on the muffler back by there, doesn't the lights pull back? I have both of those. So if you pull back by the mufflers on that one, there's a piece that pulls and it brings back the things. So I remember all that crap. Here's, wow, 16. I'm telling you, Butterfly, Carol, look for this stuff. It is dynamite. Teacups are actually still hot. Don't think they're
not hotter. Asians are in Asia. They're buying. It seems to be really collectible. I get messages from Asia.
And Paragon, when the Brits started making this stuff, they made the best stuff even better than China. So I don't know about the early stuff that actually comes from the Ming Ding dynasty or whatever, but I'm talking about in the late 1800s all the way through the 1900s. Britain had it made, man. They had so many. When you see Bone, China, Britain, UK, it's something good, more than likely.
You know how, like, you were talking about, like, the Coleman lanterns, like, a lot are going to Japan?
Yep.
I think people in Asia have a lot more money now, and I think they've started collecting. So we might, like how the United States bought all the antiques from England at one point.
Yeah.
When the United States have money. Now I think Asia has money, and they're starting to buy all the antiques from the United States.
I know the Japanese, remember with the collectible cars too, they were buying all the when the oil money was big, those guys over there were buying all the muscle cars and stuff too. So remember, you'd see muscle cars going out on barges, man. They were loading them up and taking them over. That plays back and forth though. It always has.
Yeah. Like back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, Americans were going to Quebec and buying up all the antiques, and they would drive them back across because they could get double what you get in New York, what you get in Montreal, or even more.
Oh, New York's always been expensive. So
I know there was people coming into the antique booths or stores, buying stuff, small stuff, taking it back to Japan and selling it for triple there.
Really?
Yeah.
Remember when they went nuts on the jeans? The Japanese did, and they still may be.
They still may, yeah.
But that's fun.
Levi's or something, wasn't it? Was it the old Levi's?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't Chris who sent a guitar there to Japan? And he got a ton of money for it?
Chris did. I think he sold it for 400 or something, 600 or something like that. Yeah. But the shipping was almost as or more than the guitar was. Like that was the main surprise. Right?
Did you on my last video when I bought that tree? I was looking at comp. Somebody paid over $300 and some to ship. They paid $300 for the tree, and if you look at the comps on eBay, they paid $300 for the tree and $300 for the shipping. I'm going.
Yeah, you can't trust the shipping. You can't trust the shipping on solds because it's always shipping to you. It never shows what they paid. It's very annoying.
Yeah,
be careful with that a little bit, but yeah.
I look at what it sells for, and then I kind of peek at the shipping on heavy things.
Yeah.
But if I sell something on the East Coast, it's not that much shipping. When you get to the next zone, it's not too bad. It's when it gets to that next zone, and then that West Coast zone is where it starts going crazy. It's nuts.
I'll show you something that I sold today as well that you guys should look for.
I so prefer shipping to the United States. Is a lot cheaper than shipping in Canada.
That's crazy. What Canadian Post does.
This is stuff that you will find in the thrift stores. And you'll get it probably for $5. Oh well, this was packaged and ready to go out in the morning, but we gotta show it on Harry's show.
It is the best show after all.
Yeah, just ask Carl.
You know what? He was not in here tonight.
Oh,
so
man.
look how nicely I packaged this thing, by the way. Nice and tight.
Is that peanuts? See, I get my daughter was working at a place called Lush. So she had these packing peanuts she'd bring home that were biodegradable. So you
with a nice little card saying thank you for your purchase.
Wow, you got it all made out.
Nancy.
I don't have any of that stuff yet.
I don't do that.
But these things was kind of neat. I have a poodle too that is up. It's a little. I got it priced at $75.
I've seen that.
The
And now,
spaghetti one?
Tim had some kind of poodle he just picked up, and he was showing on one of his auction show before his auction show.
So I even bought like a blue cloth, like it's paper towel. So I even wrap it up in this, and then the bubble wrap.
Jeez,
Yeah.
you do it.
But this is like mint. Like you got to make sure there's no chips and stuff. But you'll pick them up for $5. Nobody really knows what they are, but they're little spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti. Yeah.
Spaghetti main.
Yeah.
And the tail. And this is $45.
What's on the bottom of it though? Is there a stamp?
There is a sticker.
But that can always be peeled off too.
Well, I'm not going to peel the sticker off because it's the maker, right? So it says Chevelle Ceramics.
Really? Never heard
Like
of it.
cheval, like the French word for horse.
So that's a good thing to have.
The sticker?
No, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen those, and they're
Yep.
ceramic.
Yep. These are just like a little pony, but there's different horses and there's dogs but it's the spaghetti. It's the thin spaghetti mane
Spaghetti, yeah.
and tail. It's actually called spaghetti horse, like a spaghetti ceramic horse.
Something I know nothing about is
Yep.
what you're showing right now.
You'll pick these up for like $2, $5, $6 and $45 right here.
That's great.
Look at that.
See, that's something
Where
I
are they
have-
leaving? 50s, 60s?
I think they're like 70s, 80s. Yep.
Didn't know anything about those ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
which Aquagrat one on was that still at the market?
Yeah. I've seen that here too.
now I gotta go.
So
I'm gonna go wrap that up.
China, no kidding. Spaghetti
Yeah.
figures are worth a lot. So
Yeah.
there you go. So we know about the spaghetti figures. 1120. Yeah, my well,
Did you know about those, Carl?
Spaghetti, yeah, I heard of it. But every time Tim comes on and shows stuff, I was like, what the hell's that? What the hell's that? What the hell's that? I never have any idea any of it is. He was so happy when he was on your show the other week there.
Oh, he's awesome.
He was so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it was when he was on Harry's show and they had just gone like thrifting.
He's a wild man. That dude did. When I started on YouTube, I was watching him. I said, "This guy likes a lot of stuff I like," and then somehow through the chats and stuff, it started connecting, and it was kind of cool.
I'll be right back.
He knows, that dude knows his glass.
It's so hard to learn that stuff. Like,
it is tough to look at, but I've learned a lot like that. But sometimes I still don't pull the trigger. In the day, I missed a lamp and a half, and it was I don't know what I was thinking, but once in a while you get that block going, and I know I had to go get it tonight or I was going to lose it, and I lost it. So shit happens.
It's the way it is, you know.
It does. But I've got another one tomorrow. If everything goes right, I might pick up some really great Delaware bottles. So that's what I'm after. What the heck are they?
Oh yeah,
these are spaghetti noodles. And
Oh,
it comes with
two.
three little ones.
Yeah,
but they're chained together, so I got to be careful.
That's
right?
definitely 60s or 50s, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of funky.
But
Yeah,
they're in very good shape. And these flowers on top, it's like a flower.
Really?
It's not chipped. It's nice. These are in good shape. So I have these listed too. I think I got 75 or so on this.
So there you go. Spaghetti animals for sale. Land Shark, what's up? The thinner the spaghetti, the better. Carol likes these things. She must be watching over them too.
Yeah, I saw Tommy's comment with the poodles. So that's why I had to show my poodles.
Okay, well, Tommy knows about them too. So there you go. You want
I've,
the poodles?
I've learned that Tommy pretty much knows everything when it comes to resale. He knows.
Well, he's still looking at it too, but I think there's stuff he stays away from, is glass and stuff. He's a clothes guy, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
Very good at it. I mean, these guys there's kind of like master guys you watch. I go clothes, and then we got our hat specialist, and Tim's our glass guy, and I'm full of shit. So they just kind of.
I love my toys.
What's up there?
I'm really getting into toys.
I've got toys. I actually do have a lot, but I'm still sitting on them, and I want to dump them. And I did dump all the ones that I picked from that house. So I did good there, but I got to get rid of these G.I. Joes and stuff. I just
I have some too.
want to do it right. So Noel knows about them too.
Yeah.
I had never heard about the spaghetti guys. So,
Yeah, you'll see big, like I've seen big spaghetti like a dog, but it's really thick, but it was all chipped up. But anyways, apparently those aren't what you want as much as the thin spaghetti, which is what she's saying there. You want the thin
spaghetti. Growing up in the 60s, I remember a lot. I don't remember those. When I grew up, my grandmom had the Hummels.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they were the good ones. They kind of look like the marked down jobbers. So
well, Scotty was learning those at one point, right?
What's that?
Hummels.
Yeah, I got Hummels in the booth.
I've sold them. I've only seen them at one house picks.
Hummels to me are difficult. So it says Japan, but it also has a sticker, and it's
what's that? The poodle ones?
Yeah. I wrote down what it was in the listing, but now I'm not seeing it here. Exclusives Toronto. Oh, an enterprise exclusive, but they do have a name, like a maker name. But anyways, that's the poodles. There's a sticker there.
Hold on, that sticker there though. They made I think I have stuff from that sticker, but it's not spaghetti. It's not the spaghetti stuff. Didn't they make other ceramics?
Oh, they could. They could have.
We got Leroy's up. So, how you doing, Leroy? And we got a Canadian in the house, Fish Fanatic. What's up there, Fish?
Hey, Fish.
We must knew you guys were in here. So, starting tomorrow, Leroy. So that's me too, Noel. I know enough that keeps me going, and you actually I think as you go and you start buying this stuff, you get an eye for it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I definitely I'm on a show Sunday night with the Thirsty Huckster, and it got is Stinking Patrick, and he has this deep dive show, and I'm going to be on there, and he's going to have me on for insulators. I'm not even close to being an expert on insulators, but I have an eye for them.
Yeah.
And I found stuff that guys have been collecting for years. They're saying, how do you keep picking this stuff up? I'm in a great area, and Pennsylvania's right across the road from me, really. So I can find this stuff, and I'm doing good at it. And that's something I collect. So I'm going to fill the whole goddamn room up with them on that show and just wing it.
Yeah, I love to learn.
At the end of the night, they're all going to say, that dude's so full of shit. And then people use big words on this show. So I might even have to bow tie it. Nah, it's not gonna. When Tim goes on there, he goes on with a crooked hat, and they all still love him. And they go to his auction, so it's me. I'm not going to do anything different than I do now, except I want to drink beer because it's Sunday night. So.
I'm really looking forward to Tim's show. I think it's going to be good.
Oh, see, I'm not going. I'll catch you on the 9 to 10. I'll be on his show from 8 to 9. So I'll miss the first half of that, but he can talk, that dude, and he can sell it good. So he's always he's a lot of fun. There's no doubt about it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my favorite thing is all the learning. I love the learning of the new stuff. You know,
I agree.
I find like
you see tonight. I learned about spaghetti fingers. Figures. It's not the ones from Seinfeld either. They're made out of the things that go up the guy's ass.
it's got to be skinny spaghetti.
Remember at the end, he sat down on the spaghetti or the some pasta figure that Kramer was making.
I have to. I'll try to find that on YouTube.
Oh my God, it's a great one because he Kramer had a thing that got the guy's license plate. It was Ass Man, and it ended up being the proctologist's license plate. So at the end, he winked. You gotta watch it.
Oh, I love Seinfeld.
It's still a good. It's an episode that's worth watching. So. So.
Yeah, I like Noelle's stuff too. It's like the stuff she finds like at estate sales. And
oh,
stuff
she's
like that.
slick. She's slick. She knows. She has fun, and she comes on. She's always late, though. She's always late. Like I'll get up and take my first bathroom break of the night at 1 o'clock. Goes no well. I like going like hanging on the wall, going.
Well, she's in Oregon, right?
Yeah, she's out the West Coast.
Yeah, pretty far west. Yeah, that's the stuff I want to kind of learn is like the stuff that you can actually find at the estate sales. Because whenever I go to the ones here, it's all garbage. Or at least I think it's garbage.
You hit the right ones, man. It's just a treasure trove, and you just look at these prices. I'm going nuts.
Estate sales are I love them. I wish they were every day.
Sales in my area, if it's put on by a company and they're antique dealers,
right,
don't even waste your time. But if it's put on by the family and you've never seen them before, once you walk in, you're going game on, because that's where I find axe, hatchets, stuff like that. And if you look, and there's a stamp on that axe and stuff, and how much? $1. Take it.
Yep.
If it's not worth anything, you pay the $1. But it has the right markings on it and stuff, $50, $60, $100. People want that old steel.
Oh,
dude,
yeah. Like
pans, everything. There's
if it's not worth anything, I'll throw it in the antique booth for $12 and it'll sell.
I just picked up another axe for $1, and they'll say, "Would you cut off the handle?" God darn right I will. And I'll still get $40 or $50 for it.
Yeah,
bang bang. Well,
I sold one. I sold an old plumb hammer with the handle to Montreal. Some guy, and he left me a really nice comment too. So
if you guys ever see those old Stanley Bailey planes. I walked by so many of those for years, and the guy I work with says those are worth money. Yep. So, damn it! A couple weeks later, I go to an auction, and there's a whole bunch of them. I said, "How much?" I mean, a yard sale. She says, "Oh, they were my father's. Or something. $5 a piece." I bang bang, and they're getting $60 and $70 for these damn things.
I love that beginner's luck. I swear that happens every time I learn a new one.
It's That's why the more you know, the better you go. I mean, it's just.
It's like
I'm in Harry's camp where he says if it's old, it's gold.
Oh, it is.
It is.
You should see the typewriters. It's just crazy. I paid what?
I got some
$5. Oh, you should see the typewriters I got. And I've got a chance for 2 more. But these, I just put one on that I just got 2 weeks ago, and bang, it's going out the door. $58.
Did you see the one I found there? Do you remember that? It sells.
You had a good name on.
$800.
Yeah.
When I found that at the Valley Village, and I saw it sold for that, I went, fuck, because I couldn't leave it behind. I didn't want the damn thing.
Now that was the Canadian language, Sarah said. Fluff is not the same word you think he's.
But it was almost like I can't leave it behind, but it's gonna sit over there for a good year.
I'm telling you right now, I've got a stack of them. I just stack them next to each other in their cases, and I'm just going bang, bang, bang. You just see these stinking sewing machines I got. I ain't sold one yet. But I know they go. But my wife can't even pick them up to take them to the damn to the post office. So I'm going to unload them, and I've done it before, just like the typewriters. She'd carry those,
Yeah.
but except those big boat anchor jobbers. But those sewing machines are, you can't go wrong. You're paying $10, $15 for something from the 50s and 40s. You got to grab them.
If I saw like one of those ones like Jamie or something like that, it starts with the J. Those are really valuable. I would pick that up. They're not old. They're kind of like industrial ones, and they can be worth a lot of money.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Typewriters or sewing machines?
Sorry, sewing machine.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh shit! What the hell happened there?
I think part-time.
We're here. There we go. I clicked on
part-time picker picked up an embroidery machine for next to nothing. And he sold it for a couple $100, I think. $170 or they're just little embroidery machines.
Oh, when I see old stuff, I just grab it, and it's worked for me, and it's just cool. So, really getting into the auctions and the ephemera shit. It's huge. Like I was showing postcards. I was showing these postcards earlier, and it's crazy. Look at some of this crap, and this is all the 07s stuff that don't exist anymore. I've got a whole book of this, and the dude Brian buys a lot. Just sold a bunch of this crap. These are the Christmas ones.
Yep.
Thanksgiving ones. I got everything but Halloween, and I knew Halloween was gold anyway.
Halloween gave a bunch away.
I posted a picture on Instagram of that Halloween thing, that game. That's my buddy's down the street because that's what he collects. But that stuff's $400 a piece. You just can't find it. So if you see it, grab it.
You know, I found those things too, but I'm lazy. Looking them up is such a pain. So I'm just going to leave them. Like there's newer ones and older ones and all that stuff.
These are all 1907 and 1909.
Yeah, these are.
And this is a family thing. But I have the Lusitania. That was sunk before we entered the World War One. You guys were already in there. So it's just crazy. Shh, don't tell.
What was that you showed, Carl? Is that a photo album?
That was
for postcards. I picked it up at a garage sale, but like
go really, dude. I've been selling axes, so I like old tools, old planes.
Yeah,
I don't mess with saws, and I haven't looked into enough of those, but they seem like they're no big deal.
I do the same as Fish Fanatic. I put them in the booth for the most part. And
Morano also made a lot of those swans. I sold those, but they were on Facebook Marketplace because those things will break. They got that skinny ass neck to them. Yeah. $400, so that's a good deal.
The nice thing about the glass is a lot of guys won't look at it at the thrift stores because they don't want to deal with it, which means there's opportunity there, right?
Well, I'll tell you who would grab it if it was down here. It would be Tim. He'll tear it up. I'll take that. He knows if the chip's on the right, it's okay. Chip's on the left. He's been playing with that stuff for years, though. That goes back to his flea market days. So he knows what he's doing. And his mom was doing it, so it's in his blood.
I think the most successful thrifters I know actually deal with pottery and glass. Because they know, because you fell in have no idea.
dude, there's art too. You know what I mean?
Well, art is another.
I got a painting on right now. Nurse Cat just sold a bunch of art stuff. But anytime I put it on eBay, except them clown paintings I took out of a house from the 60s, and I think clowns scare people.
Yeah.
But any other art is always sold. Every bit of it. And they're prints, and they still sell for $50 and $60. So I just put a Victorian lady on. I
saw like the nurse flipper. She was like getting a painting ready to ship. I was like, no. I don't want to do any of that.
They're not. I work at a place where I got the boxes to do it. And I've sent out 2 paintings and they work. And I even sent one of those old overlaid wood plus the mirror with the little painting on top.
Yeah.
Probably 3 foot or 2.5 feet, and it didn't break. So I think I can send that stuff. The more you bubble wrap, I don't think, unless they're doing like wrestling moves back at the back of the post office.
Yeah.
Then they're breaking stuff, but this stuff didn't break. So chink chink. So
that typewriter name is Genome.
Hermes is another big name.
Not typewriter. I meant sewing machine.
Oh, so I haven't seen one of those ones. I'm a sewing machine hoarder. Carol, if you were close by, I got 6 sewing machines right now, not counting the 2 kid ones. So
yeah,
I got some nice ones too. Actually, the one to look for is that featherweight Singer.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Singer. That one always is like $300-400 all day long. So that's a good one. I do know much about those.
Did you guys deal much with books, antique books at all?
I haven't sold. I sold 1 book, and it was a Hawaiian shirt book. I got to do a 2 and 2 real quick. I'll be right back. I'm not getting a beer. I got to freshen up. And there's the makeup on the side one matching the light. Be right back.
Actually, I've been selling books because I found out with Chit Chats, I can ship media mail, which is really cheap.
Oh,
so
wow.
It makes more sense. Yeah, but mostly anime.
How do you sell media mail? Only to the U.S. or can you do that in Canada?
Only to the United States.
Right. Okay.
But Chit Chats, oh man, it's saving me more than $5 a package to the United States.
Yeah,
it's making a huge difference.
Yeah. I got to get all that set up too. Yeah, there's a lot to it, man. I don't know. There's not enough time in the day, but
yeah,
it's just crazy. But I'm going to list all these, Carl. I got 75 of these little books.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to list all of them tomorrow if I can. That's a lot of listing, but I'm going to try to do it where I can just copy other people's stuff and then list them. But,
that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do like $15 for most of them.
You're talking on eBay, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus probably like $5 shipping. And I'm just going to put them in a little sleeve and then mail them out.
Is it small enough?
Oh, yeah.
For Canada? Yeah, the 2 centimeters rule?
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. I went down and talked to the post office and all them and got it all figured out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I went and talked to her. He was actually quite friendly and talked about other eBay sellers and stuff like that too. So she's the one that recommended for me to take the picture that you said is meaningless, but it had the post office stamp on it. So she that's what
eBay doesn't care.
No, but there you go. You know what I mean?
I got to complain. So I sent out a scrubbing bubbles. Do you know what those are? No, they're Bolo anyway. So I sent it to the United States, and I sent it on like I don't know Wednesday, and on Thursday the person opens the return that it doesn't work. It's like it hasn't even gotten to the United States yet.
Yeah, you were saying that. I heard about that one.
Oh, I was so angry. And then so I call eBay and they say, "Oh yeah, no problem. You're going to win the case." The case ends. I lose the case.
What?
And they said it doesn't work. And I said the person hasn't even received it yet.
Wow.
Oh my god, I was so angry.
But are you gonna win it?
I said this is dumb. It's like how can they say it doesn't work if it hasn't even arrived yet? Oh, that call center. I've had, I love eBay. I love eBay, but their call centers are horrible. They're more interested in closing the ticket than they are figuring out what the problem is. So they're still open, but it's like I emailed the person saying, "Did you get 2 orders mixed up?" And she said, "No." It's like, Anyways, I got a message from her now. I think it's just someone who's a little confused, but $100.
Yeah.
You know?
And when I say I'm going to list all those tomorrow, I kind of overspoke. Some of them are all Shakespeare. There's like maybe 11 that are Shakespeare. So I'm going to put those as a bundle because they're all Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And then if they have the same artist, then I'm going to put those. So sometimes there's two, what is his name? Tennyson or something like that. He's like a poet type guy.
Tennyson?
Tennyson?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So anyways, so I'll bundle them. So it's not like I'm doing a full 75 listings. So I don't think I could do that in a day, but
well, at least those books you can select one to and then just say sell similar from your own listing. And you don't have to fill in all the information. If it's just you just have to change the title name, it'll be a lot faster.
Yeah.
Noelle says her jam is books, so she's a big.
Oh wow! Go back a second. How much she sell it for?
Well,
wow.
her last week.
Wow.
That's her big thing. She's books. So
is that on your channel about that book?
Who, me or
Noelle?
Well, she didn't sell one. I don't. She sold. Oh, did you see? She did sell one for that. So
did you see the one? So she must have it on her show. I'll have to go check it out.
You have to go get. I paid $2 in a state sale. That's a banger right there. When you can go that much money for one thing, and you're only paying your e-pay. That's monster. I didn't see that either. Now I got to go back and look myself.
I know. Like there's so many channels out there, so you kind of bounce around and you don't hit everyone.
I try to watch. Well, I see when you put stuff out, and Carl once in a while puts stuff out. It's tough, but a lot of these people I try to watch with Carol and Noelle, but I didn't see Noelle's thing about this thinking book. That's a big one.
And sometimes I'll be working, I'll throw it on, and I might miss a couple minutes of a show or something. So
you have to find people that kind of are selling sells the stuff you like. Like I've been watching this guy Ride Share Reseller in California, and he has awesome stuff. It is right up my alley, electronics and high value stuff. I think Chris would be into his stuff too. But for other people,
or a medium or just a regular channel.
Sorry, I think it's 2,000 people or something.
Okay, yeah, he's just a regular.
Yeah.
It's a butterfly hustler. Years.
Like I watch Commonwealth Picker there.
Yeah.
I watch him for entertainment because the stuff he's selling is lower than I would ever sell stuff for because that's where he is and he can only find stuff of lower value, right? But I love cherry picking. I'm like kind of the opposite of Scotty. Scotty, you like to buy things cheap and buy a lot of it.
Yeah.
And flip it quick. And I like to cherry pick. So
how many do you have, Carl, listings?
600.
Okay, so you guys are way. I'm a collector. You might as well say more than I want to put a ton of stuff on, but I can only do so much a year before I have to start claiming things. And I'm not at the point where I want to do that, but I want to do it so bad. I just don't have the balls right now to do it.
I had to do that.
If I sat at home and I could have 300-400 listings by the end of the week easily, and then get up to 1,000 listings. But then stuff's going to sell, and I know it's going to sell every day.
It's like a treadmill.
Yeah. With 7 listings, I'm still selling 3 and 4 times a week. So,
yeah, my goal is to get. I'll have to get up to close to 1,000 listings for sure.
Yeah.
But right now we're pretty busy with the booth, like getting it ready to go. But we're also selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Like we're delivering. Remember, I think you asked me to keep you informed about those doors, Harry, that I showed on those old antique doors.
Yeah, I want to see what they go for.
So that glass one with the glass piece is going to go for $400.
Wow!
And we got to go. Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't got paid for it. We meet them on Sunday. We meet them on Sunday, so they're going to come by on Sunday. So. But they offered $400. We had it listed at $700.
We got a fan.
What?
Tracy says we're good together. That's right. We're gonna have the Can-Am coming up, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.
It's past Harry's bedtime. He's gonna have to-
We're all kind of
I'm-
yawning, I think.
Oh, I yawn all the time. So.
I'm yawning.
Yeah. It is late, and I've got visions of yard sales dancing in my head here.
No,
parties.
When
Like
you
I
get
said-
guys flipping the bullshit about this is hot, that's hot, this is the stuff, probably tomorrow night if I jump on. Guys, if you're in early, just I don't care how many people are in here. Just show me what's hot and all that crap. I like that stuff.
yeah,
Well,
I like shooting the shit. I love shooting the shit about it for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to boast about all my crap.
I dude, I did something over in Studio A, so you can see the stuff behind me. It's just I've got so much stuff right now. It's crazy.
Well, I stole your idea, right? Like this is all stuff I want to display it, and it's all some of it's listed. So it's all the stuff I like collecting, but it's listed at the same time, so they like get the turnover of my collection, and that's what you were talking about. That's what I like.
Yeah, but there's
Like,
a big difference. You are definitely like the Odd Couple. You're Felix. Look how nice that is. And then if you look at mine, there's Oscar.
I'm talking about your Hot Wheels upstairs, though. Those are beautiful.
Now, these ones are no big deal here.
Yeah.
The ones that I have in the
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah.
stuff. Oh, that's right. I have Studio C upstairs in the
Yeah.
grand showcase.
That was impressive.
So much stuff.
Uh,
The one I have, it's just nuts what and I love accumulating this stuff, but I'm getting in an age where I got to start unloading a little,
well,
Yeah.
let's see.
spreading it to the collector.
Oh my crap!
Oh, that's all organized. Look at that.
See, all the way down there and all that stuff. Yeah,
Is that shelving or pull out? Pull out.
Shelving. Shelving.
So
Yeah.
is that listed or is that to-do list? Is that the new shelves?
So all the stuff you're seeing now,
Yeah.
is things that are getting ready to lot.
Okay.
So they're going to be like this tapes over there, and Fisher Price and Skylanders, and stuff like that.
I wouldn't laugh at Skylander sell, and you know what you're looking at.
And see the new stuff is board games that are missing pieces.
Yep.
And then over there's board games have listed, and then I don't know, all types of crap.
Yeah, that's the perfect stuff. That's not finished.
No.
If I get my next set, I'm not finishing the basement. I'm just going to load it with shelving. If I want to reselling, you can have a whole store under my shack here. I got this big ass basement. There's over 1,000 square feet here. I could shelve and shelve and shelve, and then to put my computer where I can sell lies to everybody or shoot shit. It's not lies. It's just the world according to me, and then go from there. And people will laugh and giggle, and then they'll see my stuff. So
I was watching Lonnie. It was either today or yesterday where he's selling a lot of game pieces right now. So what he's saying is a lot of people are going to yard sales. They're buying these games. They're missing a piece or two, and then they're buying the pieces to complete the game.
I do that.
So
God, what do I have? That you could sell pieces. Oh, I got the Kentucky Fried Chicken thing with the little people I just put that on, and people are selling the pieces for a lot more than you can sell the whole thing for. But I don't want, like I said, I want to get over a certain price. I don't want to get 10, 4, 8,
Right.
7, because I'm not a full-time seller. So that
right.
Yeah, I actually got rid of a whole bunch of listings that were under $15.
I'm
Because
getting
when I did the
rid of
math,
mine.
it's like I'm going to make
Okay.
$2 if this sells. I'd rather just get rid of it. So
So got the Boatman's here, Star City stuff here. Harry, make sure you check into the new 2022 rules. You will get $2.99. Is that next year? So if that's the case, then I'm going to have to go to Plan B. So I'll do something. But that's 2022. I heard that 600, but if you check it for this year, it's still the 20,000. What the hell do they need to know? If you sold over $600, you sold for 621. They want to tax you for it. Those cheap bastards. That's bullshit. It's a crock of shit. And I know people always they laugh at me for that. But I'll hold you back every weekend. You son of a guns. How's that sound?
It's a scam. Crazy. It's a scam, Harry.
It is. It's just the way they keep stealing off the little guy. And these big pricks, they don't pay shit. They don't. It's just crazy. The little elites. So I don't even want to get into that stuff.
No, you got to sleep. You don't want to be sitting in bed ranting away.
No, I'll just collect and collect and collect. No, I'll go play their little game and I'll write everything off. I'll just quarterly it.
Oh,
so I've been talking to people that have their own little businesses, how they do the 1099 and all that crap. So
I just don't want to holding me back. So
no, you enjoy doing something, you should be allowed to do it. Come on. Make it a certain threshold.
Yeah.
The whole tax scam is just what it is a scam. So, we're catching up here. Oh, somebody said something about somebody. 3 handsome guys talking about boy toys and teacups. Oh, absolutely. I like the pinky out there. Whoop, whoop. I ain't been called handsome since my grandma said when I wore the little bow tie going to Sunday school. Hey, he's a handsome young man. Then see me stepping on him, but he's a little devil, that son of a gun. So Harry merch coming down the road, maybe someday.
Oh man, I wish we could go out and buy stuff.
I wish you guys could too. It makes for the videos out there so I can see what's hot.
Yeah, it's frustrating for sure.
It is. It stinks up the place. So.
Dude, I can't watch enough picking videos right now because I'm living vicariously through you guys. So I love watching the videos when you guys go out there and do the picks.
Oh, see, that's my favorite thing to make, and why I do YouTube is just to go out there on Instagram is just show what you find, and then hear people's remarks, and then you can watch them too. I don't care how many hits I get on it, and I don't get that many, but it's a lot of fun. It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Carol saying it's too hot. Well, she's in Arizona. We're going to be 57 degrees tomorrow. I might scrape a little ice off the corner when I go out, but that's all right with me. Put on the sweatpants and pull them up to the belly button, and let's hit it. So, okay, under the belly button. I'm not doing the arm. I'm not pulling up to the armpit pants. Yeah, that's 10 more years. You'll see me going one time.
2 little arms off the side.
With the boots. I just picked up that flip. You press the button and Fred Flintstone flips around.
Yeah.
Bought it for $2. Sold it for $19.99 after taxes. 10-cent profit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Full 10 cents.
Fun.
Well,
Well, that's just the way it goes. So, scrap with Matt. He's still in here. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me if you guys. Well, scrap. I'll have to look back. I can't wrench anybody or anything like that, or I don't know how to put the thing out there. But if you get a chance, hit scrap with Matt. He wants 1,000 subscribers. So.
All right, scrap. You sub us, we'll sub you. How's that sound?
I know what it's like, dude. And then it's all fun, and that's what you do it for. It's all fun.
You sub us, we'll sub you. How's that sound, man?
Harry,
Grab with Matt. There you go.
Yeah. And it sucks. Yeah. Well, that's next year. So
you know what we're gonna
figure it out there, Aqua Girl.
You know what we're going to do probably Monday is garbage picking.
You're going to ride around and start doing the old talk.
Well,
you got to call something up in Canada. Don't use taco stacks. Use I don't know. You got to come up with a good name now.
Oh no, I'll just keep it on my channel. But
Okay.
we're going to. There's a couple small little towns that are doing the bulk pickup stuff in a couple of weeks. So we'll start.
You guys talked about that before. You or Chris?
No, it was me. I've talked about it. That's where I got that little neon figure was out of the garbage.
That's all. Open a bag and it fell out with the.
It was in a backpack full of muscle men and.
No kidding.
Little toys, yeah.
That's cool.
And it was in there. It was just in the backpack.
Well, like if you look at them, would you really think they're worth a lot of money?
No, not at all.
Plastic toys, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever see those things that are like rubbery and they're like this big around? They just sit on the thing with like the funky arms. They're worth big money too, and they're like boogans or something.
Yep. Oh yeah. I've heard of those. I've never seen one though.
And the Halloween ones are they're the more desirable ones. So.
Yeah.
I want to learn my Furbies because I know there's some good ones out there.
Well, I know the Furbies, but I haven't seen them since. Now they're really collectible, and if they have to work and all that stuff too.
I see them all the time at the thrift stores.
You know, if they went to digital, then we will go to digital sooner or later. But at least figure out what you take out.
I got a bunch of NFL
football helmets
from the
bubblegum machines, right?
Yeah, from the bubblegum machines. So I got to sort them out.
As a kid,
so
you probably have like Houston Oilers in there, or is that Canadian teams?
No, these are NFL.
Okay,
and they're from the 70s, I believe. I briefly looked them up. So I think I might have a couple of like full sets in there. So I think there's 24, 25 teams.
That's what I'm trying to learn.
Oh, I bought those. I sold. There was tubs of them, and I did well at the big heads. What are those called? Pet shop pets.
Yeah, little pet shop. I know there's valuable ones, but they all look the same to me.
Is the valuable ones a different year, like older? Like when did they start making them? I know My Little Ponies. Some are really valuable, but I see bags full at the thrift store.
Yeah, I've sold, but the pet shops were my kids. My kids were little and used to that, so they're not that old. They're 10, 15 years old. But these ones were in perfect shape, and then were in totes. And they had $5, and you picked up 3 totes. They were all tied together. I knew they would sell, so I thought, what are those? Like, do you do those little big? What were those little plastic things called? There was the homies.
I have homies on. I have listed some homies too.
I told home, and I have some more homies over there.
But there was what was the other ones? Oh God, my boy used to buy them. There was 3 in a pack. You ripped it open. Oh Christ, I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I had a guy reach out to me and ask me if I had more, but he didn't buy the ones I had. So
the homie, they were bubblegum machine thing. The
homies.
There they are. Wow, see, Carl, like you have those plastic things too, and if I can't think of what the hell they're called.
How many you got there, Carl?
I don't know. I sold.
Are they listed?
Not those, because I just sold a lot like about a month ago, and I haven't.
I had a guy reach out on Etsy, and he wanted to know if I had more. And he didn't buy them, so he's probably looking for a certain one. I could like send them to you if you wanted. If you got them,
these aren't the really good ones. Like there's different series.
Okay,
but those aren't them. But Balbies are pretty good. If you can find those.
What is it?
I might have some of those.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Noel bought 44 Furbies at an estate sale, and they all work bang bang. So she did good.
They got all weird stuff like strawberry shortcake pets can be good.
I would. Strawberry shortcake goes back to the 60s or 70s, I think.
I got a ton of crap.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys.
Yeah,
we are at 12:50. I've been on here for stinking 3 hours, so this is long for me.
We should do a 24-hour show.
You start. I'll come in at the last hour.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
go
come
for
in
24
half.
hours.
But no, I'm getting up at like 6. I got to look at the weather, but I'm hoping I got a bang deal in the afternoon. But I definitely want to go yard sailing. So I feel bad for the Canadians. Let's pray for the Canadians right now. Or feeling me belly of Dominoes for Biscoff's belly of Dominoes. We're gonna fix them up tomorrow in Latin. That was, by the way. We're gonna get them back out there on the streets and looking for the good stuff.
God bless you, Harry. God bless you.
Hey, we got to do it again. We'll just get in and chat, do a little open bang stuff, what we find and stuff like that. It's always fun to talk.
We'll have to have you back on my channel too.
Oh, absolutely. We'll soon.
Yeah, I think I put that in one of the last comments I did on your video. So
sounds good. You got somebody. Oh, you got Tim. So you got a heavy hitter. So he's a good one. I got Tim this week, and then I got a girl that sells clothing on Etsy the following week. That's cool.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while. She went to school for fashion and stuff like that, so it's kind of something in her.
You don't find somebody after that, just always pencil me in. We always got. I'll be like the switch hitter or the pinch hitter tonight. Because Sammy didn't show up, we got Harry Humstone coming in. So.
And Carl, you have to come back on too.
Yeah,
Carl's been on the one time, or I've been on a couple times. I think Carl was on with me.
Yeah, I've been on 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
that's always good. Hey, everybody, thanks for stopping in and coming out and coming back in. And we had a lot of fun tonight, and I always appreciate everybody stopping in. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody finds what they want to look for tomorrow. Pray for the Canadians. Remember, we need them guys back out there.
Post your picking videos because we need our fix. So we're watching your guys' picking videos. So.
Absolutely.
I want to see a video. I need it.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming in.
Hey, Tracy, have a good night.
Tomorrow night, guys. I might come back in and get drunk, whatever. Nah, I get in and act silly again, but we'll see.
Okay.
Thank you. If it's raining tomorrow, I'm going to pop in the afternoon on you, so look out. So, everybody, thank you so much, and thank you guys for stopping in. I appreciate it. So,
awesome. Thanks.
I got to go to bed, drink a glass of water, and say my prayers. Till the next time, I say later. Thank you, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.